never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play,
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Hey, what's up? Happy weekend. Was it Saturday, right? It's Saturday. We are live. We are live. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? What's up, everybody? What's up? We are live right now on Rumble and YouTube. We are going to have a full show tonight. It's going to be crazy down at the Portland Ice facility, and we are going to cover it. I already have Tommy up. I have several hours of broadcast planned. Maybe we'll get to all of it. Maybe we'll get to one video or two videos or whatever, but I have a lot planned, more than we need, right? And if it looks like we're going to run out for some reason, I mean, you have to understand that I am 2 hours ahead of Portland time. So right now it's about to be 7 p.m. for me. It's only 5 p.m. in Portland. Tommy goes out about 5:36, so we'll see what happens, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would be so kind as to smash the like button, share the stream, let's fucking go. Am I too loud, too quiet? Am I at a good volume right now? Is everybody, do you like, I made a Donald Trump. I made that magic card. Do you like it? It's not perfect. There's like a comma where there's like a period in front of a comma where there shouldn't be, but AI is kind of finicky. Hello, Rebby. Nice. If you would like to see real quick, if you haven't seen before, did you like the thumbnail too? Look, I made the thumbnail too. Look. Isn't that nice? And guess what? You know the crazy part? I uploaded a picture of myself for that, but I did not upload a picture of Tommy. I just described Tommy in words, and that's what AI produced. Isn't that crazy? If they ever decide to take over, we're fucked. All right. So we get this, right? Watch this. Wait. I got another one to show you too. If you're not on Twitter, you haven't seen this one yet. Look. Look at that. I made that one too. Isn't that cool? So I think I'm going to make one for everybody, like involved and everything. What's up, Ramsey? I think I'm going to make like one for Right Side Rebel. I even might make one for Pam Tifa and Chan Diddler and the Portland Frog. They already have one for the Portland Frog. Hold on. Why I won't have to make that one. I already got one. Hold on. Where is it? Is it back in here? Or is it like in the graphics thing? Hold on. It's probably here, maybe. No. Where is the Portland Frog one? I thought it was. I will have to look for it, guys. I don't know. I have so many. Can you imagine how many graphic folders and crap that I have? It's crazy. It's so much. Wait. What if I just search for frog? Oh! I searched for frog and it came right up. That's funny. Look at this. Look at this one. That's nice. I didn't make that one though. I didn't make that one. I need one for me. Yeah, but I'm just some schmuck behind a screen. I'm not like out there, so I would feel weird about making one for me. Maybe I'll make one for me, but I'll be like watching everybody do the shit because okay, all right. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get to the broadcast. We're gonna get through because last night I didn't get through hardly any of this stuff. God, we got some random videos, some random goodness. You're gonna love everything we got planned tonight. And I say we as if I'm an entire company, but it's just me. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are live right now on YouTube and Rumble. Watch whichever one you want. We will end up the broadcast on Rumble only, right? I streamed earlier today. Shout out to Alex Electric Gaming, who came and kept me company while I played a stupid card game. I ordered some more books. They're coming. Yeah. So thank you so much. Hey, look, I'm trying to turn this into my only job. I want to just do this for a living. So I'll never ask for anything that revolves around you paying some sort of money, but if you'd be so kind as to subscribe to my channel, watch some of my videos, watch the whole video, that will help me more than you'll ever even understand. I don't expect, and I will never ask for any sort of super chat or membership or any sort of Cash App or anything. I might put my Cash App on the screen, but it's only because someone DM'd me and asked me to do so. So when I put my Cash App on the screen, it's because somebody asked me to put it up there. So if you're struggling and broke and you want to support me and you ain't got no money, that's fine. That's perfectly 100% fine. Just watch some of my videos, watch my shorts. When I post a video, watch it. Watch the whole thing. That helps me so much. So much. I was gonna do a pink shark. I was actually gonna do an ICE agent plus that one cop, Ginger Shepherd, what's up? So all right. So we're going to get into this video here. And we'll start the show. So if there's any questions, you just let me know what you want. I have things planned out, but I'm willing to alter that and add stuff in as it happens. So if something pops off somewhere, say something and I'll look it up. And if it works out with what I'm doing, I'll put it up. Covering any of the Minneapolis insanity. Master J, maybe. I see the thing is I've gotten into a habit of only restreaming the people that I know and that are in my circle that I can have a conversation with. Cam Higbee is someone who is in Minneapolis. I might be looking up, but the other people, I got to be really careful because if they don't know me and they see all that stuff, they might not. Now, I don't know if there is a baby Trump newer one. We could actually watch sort of an older one. There are some things that are like timeless videos. Like it doesn't matter when you watch it. It's not like, well, today is July 4th and it's like, something of that nature. So we might actually do that. We can, while we're watching this first video, I'll look and see which one is probably a good one to do that. And then, okay, this one will probably work out. Beautiful day. Okay. So we will watch this first one, and then we'll watch the baby Trump one. I just found a good one. Wait. I don't want to like accidentally show you what it is. Hold on. Which one is this one? Is it this one? Is it that one? Okay, so I'm not messing anything up if I do that. Okay, and then I'll go back to this one. Okay, perfect. Perfect. See, I didn't screw up. All right, let's see what's happening. Griffey, good afternoon. What's up? Okay. Oh. See this name right here? This is all you gotta type in. This is Liberal Hive Mind, is one of my favorite channels. It's something that I have been watching this guy's channel for literally years and years. And I just happened to be on YouTube one time. The one time The one time. And it said liberal hive mind is live. And I was like, what? And he went live for about an hour and a half once in his entire history of his channel. And I just happened to be there. So shout out to him. He's a great content creator.
Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. And of course, here's your meme of the day, brought to you by FiveMind.com. Oh wow, well look at this clip that we've stumbled upon again. It's almost as if the first 1,000 warnings weren't enough. No, we need yet again another massive red flag warning about Islam in the West. You know, the left loves their la-di-da, cultural relativism narratives. We're all the same, they tell us, and if you think differently, if you believe that there's a subversive Islamic force entering our country, well then, you're actually just a schizophrenic, MAGA, bigot racist. But you know, there's an issue with that perspective. The clear warning of danger isn't coming from a voice inside my head. It's coming from the mouths of these Islamists. And once again, we have a shocking video exposing a Somali man in Ohio spilling the quiet truth out loud. Their worldview, their intent is to conquer, to turn America into a Muslim state, to bleed the infidels dry, to invade and to outbreed us, and eventually take over. But again, don't take it from me. It's not the voice in my head. Take it from them. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks, so exactly like I said, let's start with this bombshell video. Here is the true Islamic view spilling out unfiltered.
You're racist, you're evildoers, you're bad Christians, you're bad Jewish, you're terrorists. This is anti-Islam. You hate Islam.
I hate Islam.
You're haters of Islam. Islam's coming to America.
Islam's coming to America?
Yes, it's coming.
Wait, is this going to be
One day, America will become a Muslim state, a Muslim country.
Really?
Tell Trump.
That's never going to happen.
Yes, it will
That
happen.
is never going to happen.
God is powerful.
It's never going to
God,
Is that what you want?
God is powerful.
Is that what everybody here wants? You want to see a
That's
Muslim
what
country?
we are. Our goal is to make America Islam.
Really?
Islamic state.
It's never going to happen.
Yes. God is powerful.
It's never going to happen.
You control the heart of Americans. God guides whom He wills.
Over my dead body will this become an Islamic
يريدون ليطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم
like this.
والله متم نوره ولو كره الكافرون.
This is the goal, folks, and you hear it over and over everywhere. Again, it's not me saying it. We hear it over and over and over again. This is their worldview. And I'm not trying to be hyperbolic when I say this. No, I truthfully believe that this is an existential threat to the Western world. You know, the left's always going on about white supremacy and supremacist ideology. Well, you want supremacist ideology? A true theocratic fascist worldview? This is it. This is an ideology hell-bent on domination. There is no intent of assimilation. But time and time again, we find ourselves crippled by this BS cultural relativism worldview that it's racist to say that other cultures or religions are potentially different or potentially dangerous. No, they want you to believe their dogma that everyone is just like us. Well, clearly that's not the case. And at the end of the day, it's a conversation about benefit. Are we benefiting from the invasion of Islam in the West? The answer is hell no.
Let me ask you, does large-scale Somali immigration make Minnesota stronger or weaker?
Certainly stronger.
Certainly stronger. Do you know what percentage of Somali-headed households in Minnesota are on food stamps?
No.
54%. Do you know what that number is for native Minnesota-headed households?
Well, to be clear, a majority of the...
It's 7%. There's a big difference between 54% and 7%, is there not?
Excuse me, sir, could I answer the question?
Let me move on. We've got a lot of questions here. What percentage of Somali-headed households in Minnesota are on Medicaid?
I don't know.
It's 73%. Do you know what that number is for Minnesota native households?
Again, you're using the phrase Minnesota native households, but the majority...
The number is 18%. That's quite an astounding difference.
We're not benefiting economically, and we certainly aren't benefiting culturally. But notice how we can't have that conversation with these leftoids. They refuse to answer. They refuse to actually address the issue, these damning statistics. No, instead, all they do is respond with these holier-than-thou platitudes. These people are brain-dead ideologues. You know, they're so locked into this fairy tale, their entire worldview revolves around slogans, not reality. We can't even get past the point of, oh, diversity is our strength. strength. They just buy the slogan hook, line, and sinker and don't even bother entering the realm of reality. It's willful blindness. But I, for one, refuse to close my eyes. Here is the unabashed truth. There is no net benefit from importing Islam into the Western world. And we see it time and time again. It's not just the terror attacks, the lack of assimilation, but also the economic conversation as you just saw outlined. We're not importing groups of people that are contributing. In fact, it appears quite the opposite, as if they're robbing us blind. And I think what's going on with the Somali community is proof of that. You know, the left tries to shut down the conversation with the use of racism, but actually it doesn't even boil down to race. It boils down to religion and culture. Again, a supremacist mindset that seems to view non-Muslims as fair game, infidels. You know, I'm sure you guys have seen all these memes and all these videos of Somalis in Minnesota claiming that actually the land was promised to them 3,000 years ago, or that Minnesota actually translates from two Somali words as home, go to her. I'm sure you guys have seen the memes, and a lot of people will tell you, well, it's a troll, it's just a joke, it's an internet meme. But I've noticed for some people, it's actually not. And you know, it reveals a very key delusion here. Many people from these communities believe that we are infidel and that the land actually...
No, I didn't see anything today. When I take a break, I actually like step away. I streamed earlier this morning a little bit, just exclusively on Rumble, because I had to do 5 hours for my deal with Rumble. I have to stream for 5 hours a month on Rumble Premium exclusively. So yeah, so I did that earlier. So I wasn't around. I'm sure it was crazy. I can't cover everything. That's why I'm actually glad that there's a lot of other content creators who cover stuff. So it's like, it's still getting covered, you know, maybe not by me. Maybe I missed out on a little bit. Okay. I'm not greedy. There's plenty of, that's why I don't freak out if I miss a story or if there was something I didn't catch on the first moment, or if I'm late, or if I just completely ignore something that happens and I miss out. Well, then I miss out, you know. There's so much going on, guys. I mean, I could cover everything. I could just straight up just concentrate on Portland, Oregon only and just have so much content. So there was so much content from that timeline of Antifa. I could make a part 2. I cut out like 2 or 3 minutes of a 3-minute video. So it was like double that length. So there's plenty of stuff to cover. I don't have to be greedy and try to get every fucking scoop. I'm going to go crazy. I can't, you know, if I didn't have another job, hopefully at some point this will be my only job when I decide, you know. The frogs have made it to LA. That doesn't surprise me. They got Soros money. I probably shouldn't have said that.
Was promised to them, that the entire world was promised to the Muslim people by Allah. It all...
Hello, Rebbe.
Revolves around the idea of jizya. The Islamic worldview is that all non-Muslims, all infidels, are beneath them and should pay tribute to the Islamic Caliphate to simply exist, as if we're second-class citizens. And a lot of people are making this connection with the mass amount of fraud that's coming out of these particular groups. The thought process is that through the Islamic worldview, ripping off the kuffar or the infidel isn't a crime, but rather they are entitled to it. They're entitled to steal from us because we are lesser than and we owe them something. These are not new concepts. Islam's entire legacy is extortion, forced conversions, and holy theft. And just simply look at the Muslim world, look at the Middle East. It's obvious not much has changed over the last couple hundred, maybe thousands of years. But for some reason, the leftist worldview is that, you know, we can change them. It's...
Okay, so you probably think I might scold you for what you just said, right, Dr. Fish? I actually agree with every single word of that. Your caps lock is welcome here. We don't discriminate against people who have poor eyesight. You know, some people, almost 50% of my audience, Dr. Fish, they watch me on their TV and they chat with their cell phone. So caps lock is fine. And what you said, I'm going to read it. What the fuck is wrong with Trump? Insurrection Act now before we lose this republic. Send the Marines, Pam Bondi, do your fucking job. Arrest the ones funding this. I don't think I could agree with every word of that more than I do. 100% agree with you. You are in the right chat. I just wanted to make it clear that you found the right stream.
It's a purely naive worldview. The reality is we are importing a deeply disturbing view. I mean, just pay attention to what's
That's
being
fine
said
too.
in Iranian state TV.
For that reason is a fine reason too. I don't discriminate. That's weird. I'm a grown up. You can type in call caps if you want to. No problem with me. Hey, if you're not subscribed to my channel though, I think you'll like it. You should probably go just subscribe if you're not already. Huh? You know.
نظمه بإيه؟ إن لا يكون إلا عن طريق الحرب المشروعة بين المسلمين وبين أعدائهم. يعني لو إحنا حاربنا إسرائيل وإسرائيل دي مغتصبة للأرض بل ومعتدية على البشر وعلى العقيدة، وطبعا إحنا بنتكلم المستحيل، يعني مستحيل إن إحنا هيجي اليوم اللي نحارب فيه إسرائيل، ولو إن سورة الإسراء مبشرة بكده يعني، وليس مستحيلا على الله سبحانه وتعالى. فأصل الحرب من النساء هم ملك اليمين، بمعنى إن عشان أذلهم بيصبحوا ملكا للقائد أو للجيش أو للمسلم يستمتع بيهم كما يستمتع بزوجاته.
That's a clip of a Muslim Brotherhood state propagandist declaring that Allah allows Muslim men to rape non-Muslim women and to humiliate them. Again, it all ties into this concept of jizya, humiliating and subjugating.
Y'all are listening to this, right? Y'all hear what they're saying? Thank you, Dr.
Non-believers. This is the worldview. And then people are confused that after mass migration in Europe, all of a sudden, there's a massive spike in assaults on Western women. No, it's all tied in. It's all connected. They see you as infidel scum, where everything is fair game. That is the rationale. That is the logic behind the grooming gangs in the UK and Sweden. It's all rooted in the supremacist ideology where kuffar women are the spoils to degrade. Again, the question is, what do we benefit? We are importing barbarism. Are we crazy? Do we hate ourselves? Are we trying to destroy everything that our ancestors built? I don't understand the self-loathing madness. It's time to wake up. This is not blind bigotry. It's not racism. It has nothing to do with the color of skin and everything to do with a destructive, subversive worldview that seeks to do us harm and eventually, inevitably conquer. The left can cry racist all they want, but that doesn't change reality. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Okay, shout out to the Liberal Hive Mind. What a great channel. Here, right there. Look, 1.73 million subs. The Liberal Hive Mind. You're going to want to go sub to that channel right after you sub to mine. Oh, yeah. Next. All right, here we go. This is what you wanted to see, right? You're going to love it. Baby Trump takes baby Zoran Mom Donnie golfing. Let's fucking go.
Hey, folks. Tremendous. Couldn't be better. Sunshine, freedom, capitalism, the holy trinity of golf.
I appreciate the invite, King Don. I can't believe you're making me wear this hat in order to access this golf course, though.
It's called a dress code. Very exclusive, very classy. Nobody, and I mean nobody, steps onto my fantastic course without a great hat, beautiful hat. And frankly, people are saying it's the greatest hat ever.
That's great, Mr. President. Very happy that you love your hat, but can we talk about allowing everyone to access this course for free? I'm a big proponent of free stuff.
Free golf! Can you believe it? Free. We're going to give away free golf, and then what? Then they'll want free caddies, free burgers, free sunscreen. It's a disaster. People in flip-flops. Can you imagine? Flip-flops saying, "Where's my stimulus sandwich?" It's a disgrace, a total disgrace.
Well, it's about fairness. Maybe we can open a hotel nearby to house some more migrants free of charge.
Fairness? Let me tell you, fairness is when I win, and I win bigly, okay? By 20 strokes. That's fair to me, and frankly, that's the only thing that matters, believe me. Watch closely. This swing's been rated #1 by every reputable poll except CNN. Biggest drive, the biggest, believe me. You've never seen anything like it, maybe ever. In the history of mankind. You hear me, Kami?
Wow, that's really impressive.
Of course it is. We don't do weak drives here. We do America first drives. Tremendous torque, believe me.
Okay, my turn.
Oh boy, straight into socialism or maybe communism. Get it? Because you're a communist, I'm going to call you Kamdani.
It was an accident. I didn't mean it.
Accident? Where? I don't see Gavin Newscomb here.
Hey, maybe we should slow down a little.
Slow down? See, that's the problem with you, Kamdani. That's why I'm great and you're not. I speed up, you slow down. I build towers, beautiful towers. And you fill them up with migrants.
I build movements, not monuments.
Yeah, well, my monuments are better bathrooms. Get him a helmet, folks.
See, I could never trust you, and neither can the people.
The people, they love me. They really love me, okay? Because I'm a winner, total winner. You, Zoran, Mamdani, nobody even knows who you are. You're a loser, complete and total loser.
Didn't you lose to Joe Biden?
Nobody believes that. Nobody. Not even Crooked Joe when he wakes up, which isn't often. Oof.
How you like that? Is that a good
Maybe if
setup?
sports had easier obstacles and more
My
turf.
OCD was killing me.
We wouldn't
What's up,
be
Barry?
great. And you just love green, don't you?
Hello again,
Vote for
Rebby.
Mayor Kamdani for the green new
This and that. What's up?
See that, Kamdani? Nobody does it better than me, believe me.
You ever think about how many workers it takes to keep a place like this running?
Believe me, they love it. They really do. Jobs, the best jobs. Everybody agrees. And we give them free fries, the best fries, because they're winners like me.
We could tax the top 1% of golfers and use it to make courses free for minorities, you know?
Tax the top 1% of golfers? That's me. You're literally proposing a Trump tax on Trump to fund people who can't swing a club.
Tahiti Wave, what's up?
Distribution. And we could also fund more money for men and women's sports.
That's terrible, Zoran. That's like me, a great golfer, some say the best, going up against Kamala in a golf match. I already beat her bigly in the election. It's too unfair. You know, Zoran, golf's like politics. One strong stroke beats 1,000 speeches. Boom, hole in one.
That was for par, sir.
Fake news, alternate par. People are saying it's worth 2 holes.
You just make up the rules as you go.
Exactly. That's leadership. Zaran, you're not bad. Terrible golfer, but nice guy. You just need more winning attitude and less policy paperwork.
Maybe next time I'll bring Hakeem Jeffries.
Perfect. I'll bring the Secret Service and a sombrero for him to celebrate the extension of the government shutdown. You know what, Zaran? Today you learned something big. Golf doesn't work when everyone gets a trophy. Someone's got to pay for the grass. And guess what? That's me. So remember, folks, keep your drives long, your taxes low, and your socialism out of Mar-a-Lago. Tremendous day, tremendous victory. MAGA wins again.
Okay, so that was funny, right? And once they post a new one, I don't know how often they do them, but once they post a new one, I'll definitely get on the new ones, right? Yeah, I don't know anybody there though, and I don't want to just restream just anybody, even with the sound off, because they could report me as the content owner, and then I would be. Remember BDF Blaze? Yeah. I remember him too. Trans de Aragua. That's what I call them too. That's funny. Blade Koga, what's up? Well, Jesse, you're not late. I barely started. I've been streaming for 36 minutes. You didn't miss anything. So yesterday, a couple days ago, Portland protester clashed with federal agents, right? Those 2 people who got shot. I just want to make it clear who they are, right? They're wait, what? Blade, what? Trans de Aragua? That's funny as shit. Terrain, thank you so much for joining as a member. That's awesome. IRT Media is in LA. He's okay. He's cool if I give him credit. Well, let's watch this T-Sply video and I'll look it up. Okay. IRT Media in LA. Okay, all right.
So by now, I'm sure you've heard the news of what happened in Portland as far as a Border Patrol agent having to defend himself by using a firearm against a TDA associate, or Trenda Aragua associate. This is according to Homeland Security.
They do have some nexus to involvement with TDA. We can confirm that.
So that was the Portland police chief actually confirming that, yeah, these individuals, they were tied to TDA because the Portland police actually conducted their own investigation to see whether or not Homeland Security was telling the truth. So despite the fact that the Portland police actually confirmed those were TDA associates, and despite the fact that Homeland Security also confirmed those were TDA associates, we still did have protesters go to the Portland ICE building, and we did see some clashes between protesters and federal agents and the actual Portland police. So we have a lot to cover in this video because I think you'll find the timeline of events rather interesting. Now, before we dig into all of this, make sure to please like the video.
Okay, how about this? This is what we're gonna do, okay? I gotta be look. I'm being serious, okay? I gotta be really careful on what kind of audio I put up, because if they start saying all kinds of craziness, I gotta stop with it, okay? But this is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna keep watching this T-Splat, but I'm gonna put on. I found the IRT media, and his name is up there, and I'll give him credit and stuff for it. You know what I mean? I'll put his name up there in addition to that too. So I'll put it up there, but I cannot put the volume. Okay, I'm sorry, but I just not until Rumble. Once Rumble pops off later with Tommy, then I can do whatever. You know, I gotta protect my channel. Or you're gonna be saying in some other stream, hey, remember Climatics TV? Yeah, I really like that channel. I don't want that to happen to me. Okay.
The number one way you guys are helping this channel, and it also helps others see the videos as well. We have also been doing a lot of live streams. I don't want you guys to miss a thing. By turning on your notifications, liking the video, that will help you see the live streams as well. So I want to first show you this.
Multnomah County will not stand by as federal governments attack our neighbors. Just this morning, our board unanimously voted to extend an emergency declaration in response to the ongoing harm of ICE activity, and we will keep showing up in every way that we can.
Okay, you need to know this context before we get to the protesting in front of the ICE building. This press conference happened just hours after the Border Patrol agent engaged the Trenda Aragua associates, according to Homeland Security. But when this press conference was happening, we didn't have the statement from Homeland Security as far as why that agent engaged the Trenda Aragua associates. So during this press conference, we kept hearing,
we do not know the facts of this case. We are simply providing that traditional investigative support and perimeter support, which is minimal.
Throughout the whole press conference, everyone kept saying, we don't really have all of the facts, but this is our response, to include an extension of a state of emergency because of federal operations involving deportation operations. But then, a day later, this press conference happened, and the chief of police had to admit, yeah, they were associates.
Federal officers came out. We were able to do some investigating on our part to see if there was any nexus or relationship with the Portland Police Bureau or regional partners. I can confirm, first and foremost, that these two individuals are in stable condition. They are still hospitalized. They are in custody of the federal law enforcement, but grateful that they are appear to be on the road to recovery, and I'm grateful for that. They do have some nexus to involvement with TDA. We can confirm that. We know that we had a shooting in Northeast Portland in July of this year. And
how's that?
In that shooting,
any problems?
Self-identified as a Venezuelan
hey, look,
immigrant.
I appreciate what you're saying, Charlene, but let's be realistic. Let's be real. Okay, I'm not Matt Morse. And until I start making YouTube money and they start caring about what I'm producing, I don't have the same set of rules as someone like Matt Morse. Matt Morris can get away with things that will get me banned completely. So that's all.
Who informed us
Just
that
realistically,
the
it's
suspects
true.
in that shooting were associated with TDA.
Okay, so leave your comments
Okay,
down below
cool.
how you
Thanks,
feel
Drifter.
about that entire sequence of events.
Okay, thanks, Drifter. Hey, shout out to IRT Media. Hey guys, what's up? I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Just wanted to give you that side of the story and that perspective before we get to this side of the story as far as like the protester response and showing up to the Portland ICE building. Now, Honey Badger Mom was actually on the ground. If you guys want to go give her a follow, go support her. We're going to be using some of her footage to check out what...
Shout out to my friend Honey Badger Mom. All right. Look, and T-Sply too. Look, guys, T-Sply works so hard. Oh, really? Drifter, I'll have to look him up because I always need people to raid for the Rumble stuff. I finished my monthly thing for Rumble that I had to do, but I have to raid 5 people a month, so that's good to know. Does he live stream there too, right? That's exactly what I'm saying, James Flood. I'm not Matt Morris, and it would be stupid and silly and ignorant for me to think that I am. I'm very realistic. Matt Morris is like the dream. I'm like the Temu version of Matt, okay? Matt's the WWE champion, and I'm wrestling in a VFW hall on a Tuesday afternoon. You know what I mean? I raided him 2 days in a row, and he didn't even notice. And if he did notice, he didn't give a shit. Didn't say a word. I'm not bitching. I'm just saying.
Okay, so the very first thing I want to point out is this. You'll see you have like these road controllers in the way. That is something that Honey Badger Mom did point out when she was on the ground and she was posting her clips. Again, if you
I
want to
like
go
Matt
follow her and
Tardio.
support her and see this type of footage, you can go do that.
I should make a list. Maybe I'll make a list of the streamers and content creators that I personally watch, and I'll post it on Twitter in case anybody's interested. Maybe I can introduce you to somebody like... Check this channel out. I'm going to give you a link of a non-political channel that you will fucking love. But you have to watch from the beginning. You have to watch the whole timeline of events. You can't just go in there and watch the current video, okay? You have to go back and watch the whole damn series to really understand. It's so much, but it is so entertaining. And you will love Connor. You will. Let me get you a link to my friend over here. His name is Connor, and he's not my friend. I don't know him, but I would love to be his friend. He's a badass dude, and you will fucking love him.
But during this moment, you can see there is some road control going on. These are not police officers, by the way.
Down, down with deportation. We're gonna do that one again, and I want to see your fist in the air. Up with legalization. Up with legalization. Down, down with deportation.
What up, big dog?
Okay, now
Redacted.
Here,
What's up,
we're gonna see
Redacted?
what Katie Davis Court captured, and you guys have probably heard that name before as far as this Portland.
Okay, let me give you a brief explanation just so you know what you're getting into. That link I just shared with you is Connor. His channel is Small Brained American. With no money, no resources, no nothing but his brain. He hitchhiked from England. He's from like Arizona or something. No, Georgia, Atlanta, right? Georgia. He's from Georgia. He hitchhiked from England to Japan and documented his adventures in a non-edited format. And then now he has like 800,000 subscribers and he's making all this kind of money and his whole life changed. You got it. It's so good. the kind of crap that you guys watch, the same kind of crap that I watch, you're going to love it. I promise. Check it out later, though. Not right now. We're busy right now.
Story. Katie Davis Court has really been credited with being one of the original journalists on the ground to promote this story or let people know what's happening in Portland. So shout out to Katie Davis Court.
I know.
She captured.
I know, Sand Tiger. I'm always angry. Is this still live? It got dark that quick? Holy shit. Forget about any sort of like romantic involvement, but I always ask this of the ladies. Hey, oh no, fuck around, find out what's up. I got to figure out something else to call you other than that. So, imagine trying to be these chicks that like, you know, the Ice out of Portland chick. Like imagine trying to be their friend. Forget about dating them or anything like. Imagine trying to be their friend. Well, hello. All right, I saw that. Hi, Amy.
So this is
Yay.
what made last
New
night
friends.
rather unique, and nobody really knew what to expect as far as how far can you go as a protester. Because as many of you are aware, typically if you cross this blue line you see right here where my cursor is, a lot of times federal agents will either...
Rebby, I do believe that you would kick her ass. I'm just guessing. I don't know you in person, but from what I do know of you, I do believe that you would kick that girl's ass in like probably like 5 to 10 minutes of hanging out.
Throw tear gas or use pepper balls or let you know, hey, you cannot cross that blue line, you know, we can arrest you. I mean, you even see somebody back here, it appears as if they're standing on a piece of property, again, on the other side of the blue line. Now, check out this clip.
Like, I'd rather you not, only because I don't want it to cause a chain reaction, but just do it real quick and don't make a big deal about it. Just do it one time and move on to something else. Chris, I'm talking to you. It's fine. Just one real quick. Don't make it a habit. I thought, wait, I'm confused. Like what T-Sply just said. I thought they couldn't cross the blue line, dude.
This is just a known thing that
Hey, look who it is. Look who it is. It's Richard's love interest. I'm convinced that Richard and Pam Tifa are Chan Diddler's parents. I'm absolutely... You cannot disprove that to me. For a while, I thought Richard was Pam Tifa. And then I saw them both in the same place. And I was like, I thought maybe they were the same person. That's why she always wears a hat. And that's why he runs off real quick, you know? But I swear, I think that Richard and Pam Tifa are Chan Diddler. Or maybe they're Mace Face's parents or something. Hold on, I gotta shut my door so I can say something vulgar. Somebody fucked her on purpose and was happy to do so. Just think about that shit. Ugh. I wouldn't fuck her with a stolen dick.
Cross that line, you can be arrested. And the reason why that blue line really had to be put up there is because the federal agents needed a way to pretty much prove you crossed into the federal property or you're blocking federal agents. Because from like June to the beginning of August, there was no blue line. Then the blue line showed up. And if you touch the blue line, you cross the blue line, that's where you can have issues.
I have charges now, and I don't want that to happen to you, Sean.
Yes, Amy, yes. See? It's not just me. I thought they weren't allowed to cross the line. I'm so confused on the rules. These people are clown. Look, I'm going to say it again. Here's my plan to clean up this intersection. And I'm serious. This is what they need to do. In my opinion, I'm not a law enforcement agent. I've never been in a law enforcement situation. Well, not as a cop. I've never been on the you're under arrest side of a law enforcement situation, you know, on the cop side. So nobody needs your opinion. Well, it's my stream, Cruise Red Eyes. It's my stream and it's my channel. So if you don't want my opinion, I don't give a shit what you want. You're going to get it even if you don't want it. That's what she said. So what they need to do is they need to bring, like tonight, for example, they need to bring up the little prison buses, right? And they need to just arrest everybody. Well, they can keep them for a 24 or 48 hour retainer type of thing and just arrest everybody. No charges. Just take them. The next night, same thing. Boom, do it. Night 3, I would imagine not too many people will be back out there. It can be solved so easily. Paul Paws, $10. Caught protesters staging at a local church today with professional signs using hard profanity and scripts to say, complete. Wow. Thank you so much for the $10, dude. I appreciate it. That's something that really irks me is how can you say that this is like not scripted and not like a planned thing run by a big organization when something happens and like the very next day there's 100 people all with 100 of the same sign with a website link at the bottom, and they're all like professionally made. All these cities, you know what you do? You go to these cities and you go to Chicago and Minneapolis and Portland and Los Angeles and you just open up a sign shop. Same day delivery, rush orders available, sign shops, $1 trillion idea. You're welcome. Put me in your will. Hey, like this stream, please. We're live on Rumble and YouTube. We'll only be live on Rumble later on for the late show, where we can say the dreaded R word. Did you know? I know what you think I'm going to say, right? Did you know? Did you know that statement you say that after you say, did you know that whatever is whatever? Did you know that statement goes against the YouTube content policy? But you can call the president of the United States a fucking Nazi. But I can't say the R word. And I can't say, did you know that whole thing? I can't say that on YouTube. I could lose my entire channel. But I can call the leader of the free world a Nazi. That's bullshit.
What's up? How's it feel to be such a pussy?
Nice, Jesse. Yeah. Please thumbs up the streams on Rumble and on
Yeah, you needed that extra head start, huh? You needed that extra start, huh? You fat piece of shit. Lose some weight.
Okay, thanks,
now,
Spin
we
City.
always talk
I got
about
you.
the tactical perspective on my channel. I do want to point out this is completely different than what we saw just a few months ago. In fact, a lot of the comments on these videos from Katie Davis Court and Honey Badger Mom, where are the federal
Christy, that's
agents?
crazy.
It looks like a lack of manpower. Now, I don't think lack of manpower is the correct terminology. I just think they...
All right, let's make them feel uncomfortable. Everybody say hello to Spin City News. Hello, asshole. Welcome to the show.
Have the appropriate amount of manpower they deem necessary to protect the building. And remember,
I gotta make a Spin City News magic card. I got the perfect picture.
context, this is not happening every single night like we used to see over the summer. Right now, the protests are at a minimum. There is still protesters there, but not in the number of like hundreds, but protesters are there. So it looks like the federal government has really took it upon themselves to identify what's happening and send some people home, and now they have the appropriate amount of manpower is what it looks like. I also want to point out, you'll notice it looks kind of dark compared to the other videos you've probably seen over the summer. Well, this is because it is more dark. dark. The floodlights are not on. You don't have people on top of the roof, federal agents with their own lights looking down on the protesters. So you can make a safe assumption that federal agents have definitely withdrawn some assets from this federal building, because we can just simply observe the tactics, the amount of federal agents who are leaving this building, and again, the lack of agents who are on top of the building like we saw in previous videos over the months.
No, I don't want you to spend your rent money on members. Now, I don't have to be worried about what they show and say in this specific video. You know why? Because it was done by my friend T-Sply. And if anybody that we all know is gonna follow the rules of YouTube, let me tell you, it's T-Sply. Spin City News sent 5. God, son of a bitch. Nico Luis, hey, all right. Now we have a members only Discord. The link is probably expired. I need to update that, huh? Well, anyways, so I don't have to worry about anything that comes from a T-Sply video. T-Sply has become a really good friend of mine. I talk to T-Sply more than I talk to Spin City News, and let me tell you, that's a lot. Damn it, stop it. Stop it. We have to wait until Alex Electric Gaming comes in, because his fell off, and you're gonna accidentally give Chan Diddler or Dr. R, you know that girl? Nice, Drifter. That's pretty dope. That's cool. Hey, if you just got a membership, thanks Spin City News. No, I don't, James. I don't need a cross. I'm Jewish, so I'll pass. Thank you, though. I appreciate that. Nothing. I'm not going to put anything religious on my show. T-Sply has a lot of uranium glass, otherwise known as kryptonite.
And again, you can just visually see, again, I don't want to use the word lack of manpower, just less manpower than we saw over the months. I mean, we used to see the FPS, the guys in the black and yellow, there would be like 50 of them on top of other agents.
Kino, what's up? What's up? I don't have a problem, Christy. No. Okay. Wait. Maybe I said that in a way that came across as negative. No. I'm a big fan of Jesus the Jew. Shabbat Shalom. Hey, Shabbat Shalom. It is no. That was yesterday. It's Saturday. So. No. I was brought up in a mixed religion household. One side is Jewish, one side is Southern Baptist. So I'm been Jewish. I mean, David Starr, the Star of David, you know, David Starr, the Star. You know, there's people who knew me as a wrestler that were also wrestlers themselves that knew me for years, and it took one guy. I remember one guy was like, David Starr, the Star of David. Motherfucker, I've known you for 10 years and I didn't know that. And then you know what they didn't know? I remember one time I was at dinner with like the girl I was dating at the time, and then like some other wrestlers, and she called me by my real name, and 3 wrestlers just went, "Your name's not David? What the fuck?" Because I had a real sounding wrestling name like John Cena, or Steve Austin, right. I don't know if you knew this or not, but the Undertaker is not his real name. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had friends named Silky and Smoke the Reaper. That's not his real name. Actually, his real name is Timmy. He would kill me if he knew I said that on stream. That's funny. Timmy. Good old Timmy. Timmy the Reaper. That doesn't work, see? So, Joshua, what's up? Mark, right. No. Actually, it was never cool for your name to be Charlie up until recently, and I don't really go by that, but my name is Charles. I don't think that there's anything wrong with me telling people that. I don't care. Because all you gotta do is put in David Starr, my wrestling name, and like the whole like biography and shit comes up. Because I was in the NWA for 15 years, so like people have like pages made about me that I have no control over. So
Okay, so leave your comments down below how you feel about this.
you know what's funny? Weird something to say. Weird. I know, but I didn't realize until I became an adult. Maybe it's just something new, but like specifically the name Charles, I didn't realize that I had a black name. Think about it. How many white guys do you know that go by Charles? Probably not too many. Chuck, Charlie, Chaz, yeah, but not Charles. I was thinking about myself. Like, I know several other Charleses, and every single one of them is black. I was like, is that a coincidence? The fuck?
Okay, now from here, Ocean.
No, that's a different. That's not Charles.
Support him. He's doing incredible work as a journalist, trying to be as fair as possible.
That's the only one, Christy.
All different perspectives. Yep. Ocean Plot.
That one and Charles Bronson, Scott Baio. That's a character. Charles in Charge is not. That his name is Scott. So King Charles. Very, very. Look, Charlie Sheen, he's white. Charlie Chaplin, he's white. Charlie Kirk, he was white. Like, doesn't it feel uncomfortable to say Charles Kirk? It sounds like you're talking about a different guy, right? Charles Kirk. That doesn't sound right, does it? Right. So, did you? Hey, fun fact about King Charles, right? Did you know? This is the truth. Did you know that when he went from Prince Charles to King Charles, he had the option to change his name to one of several different choices, and one of them was Arthur? This fucking guy could have been King Arthur, and he decided to be King Charles. That's nice. See, Charles Barkley, see, Blade Koga. That's a good point. Mexicans, yeah. Not too many Mexicans named Charles because it's like Carlos or Carlito or something like that, you know? Yeah, most of them go by Charlie or Chuck or Chaz. Like Chaz Taylor, my friend that came in the room, the wrestler guy. I mean, his name is Charles, but he doesn't go by Charles. Hey, everybody, make her feel uncomfortable. Say hi to Polly all at the same time. Wait, his real name isn't The Undertaker? Thanks, pal, for winning my childhood. Yeah, hey, I hate to tell you this, Paul, but Kane's not really his brother either. Sorry.
Here is what he was able to capture with the Portland police. And remember, when it comes to sanctuary policies and your right to protest, you can really always get into this gray area of, hey, are you suppressing on my right to protest? Are you working with ICE? So the Portland police, they are put in a spot, too, where they have to make that determination of how far can they let protests go before the Portland police have to step in. So let's check this out.
Thanks, Paul. By the way. If I'm babbling, hey guys, you gotta do me a favor. If I'm I got 9 screens up right now. If I'm babbling and Tommy goes live, you say the word and we'll make the switch over to Rumble, right? And shout out to IRT Media. Fake News Paul, $5. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Shout out to IRT Media, new friends, letting us restream them. Appreciate that. Shout out to T-Sply, as always, who I affectionately refer to as Teaspoon because it's funny. Chaz Bono. No, Chaz Taylor. You should look him up, redacted. Chaz Taylor. Who's Charles Schwab Black? How about
So you'll notice a lot of the attention.
How about the Fox News guy, Charles Payne? Big black guy, wears the really, really badass suits, right? Right? Real, like he's like 6'4", big black guy, bald head, Charles Payne. Him
has turned away from the Portland Ice Building, which when you look at the orientation of this video...
See, Chuck Schumer, his name is Charles, but he goes by Chuck. See?
Be in this
That's
direction
what I'm
where
saying.
my cursor is to the right.
Charles
a lot
Barkley.
Of backs have turned to the building, and now people are focusing on the Portland police, the Yellow Jackets.
I don't know who Charles Woodson is. I just always thought Charles was like a more grown-up sounding name.
This is a really good.
That's why I like it.
Like, there's no floodlights.
Charlie Manson, right?
This is a street lamp.
That's
And
what he
you'll
went
also
by.
notice there's no overwatch as far as any federal agents on the building here. Again, just to show you guys, this looks like the manpower allotted to this federal building. So there is a lot of hope, probably from the federal agents, that hopefully the police do show up to help us, and they did show up.
Look. This guy too. Look, here's another Chuck. Look, Chuck. Case in point, Chuck.
What happened? I'm not sure. I think somebody tried to assault an officer. And, I'm not sure what's happening right now. So y'all got backup coming? Yeah, we do. Just let me know if I got.
Look, you'll notice there's like nobody here in front of the building.
Sand Tiger, his name is Steve Williams. Just like Dr. Death, Steve Williams. They have the same name. And he's from Victoria, Texas. He's like 2 hours or so from me. 3 hours, 2 hours. Rebby, you know wrestling? Really? That surprises me.
So that audio you hear in the background is not from the federal agents, that's actually from the police themselves. And I will do my best to try and find what the reaction was to this happening. Again, when you get into these sanctuary policies, a lot of people are very quick to be like, hey, what are you doing here? We are protesting. Why is our own police, turning on us?
Austin Idol. Yeah, I never met him. I don't know him. I know who he is, though. That's cool.
Did you see the assault? Huh?
Or no, Taylor. You couldn't. It'd just be weird, wouldn't it? Hello, Thomas. Hello, Thomas. It's hard to call T-Sply by his real name because he doesn't look like it. He doesn't look like what his real name is. And I could say it because he even puts it on his channel, because his T-Sply's real name is Marcus. Does he look like a Marcus to you? It's weird, right? And I'm not saying anything I shouldn't because he starts his channel with, "Hi, my name is Marcus."
It actually looks like the police have more manpower on the ground than the federal agents.
Now,
And I do
Polly,
want to point out, Christy...
guys, I bet every single person in here could literally, in 3 tries, guess Polly's real name. You look like... Oh, I almost said it. You look like one, Polly. You look like your name. It's not an insult. I don't know if it's a compliment either, though. It's definitely not an insult, though. Don't be insulted.
And the Trump administration, this is really what they wanted during the summer. They wanted more of this to allow for protesting. Everyone has the same stance here. You're allowed to protest. More so when it comes to road control, because a lot of times when you saw the clashes between the federal agents and protesters, federal agents were either doing what's called a shift change or they were bringing in people for processing.
Oh, the membership is over on the Rumble.
At the very least, can you help us? And the Trump.
Yeah, if you're a member, hey, if you're a member on Rumble, I can neither confirm nor deny. Hi, Colleen. Way to dox her. Is Polly's real name Charles? No. Yeah. By the way, guys, if you are a member either on Rumble or YouTube, let us know. We'll get you a link to the Discord. The link in there probably is like expired already. I probably need to redo that this weekend. But if you need a link, anybody with a green or a blue name on YouTube, or anybody with the little thing on Rumble that says they're a mod can help you with a link. If you're a member, you get one. And we have a couple hundred members, including Tommy and Rebel and Shane and of course Polly's there. You get dark Polly over on Rumble, but you get like darker Polly over on Discord. So it's a win-win for everyone except for Polly.
Trump administration was saying we're not getting that help. Well, now it looks like the help is here.
You're wearing a white uniform. You gotta go home and jack off at night, don't you? Let's go marching.
Now, if I had to make an educated guess, the reason why the police were able to show up legally or not really crossing into that gray area of sanctuary is because no tier.
Well, we just need a Timmy now. Then we'll have a Tammy, a Tommy, and a Timmy. Is that the only ones? Tammy, Tommy, Timmy? Yeah, that's it. It's the only ones that work.
Tear gas was used. We know that in the court filings, according to the Portland police, the reason why they were not able to support the federal agents as much as they could have is because whenever tear gas is used, it's against their own policies to cooperate with road control or road measures in which the Trump administration was asking for help. So no tear gas was used here, and because of that, I think that's why the Portland police were able to respond the way they were responding. That's just my guess, but you guys can leave your comments down below how you feel about this as well. Okay, and again, that was Ocean Plot on X. I think he gives a very fair perspective, allowing both sides to speak for themselves, whether protester, police, federal agents, pro-ICE. I think Ocean Plot does a really good job in just covering all the different aspects. So if you want that in a journalist, I would advise you go follow Ocean Plot. He does a great job.
He never tells people to go follow me.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now, are there going to be more protests? I mean, I have no idea, to be honest with you. As I make this video, we're going to find out here in a few hours, well, tonight, and we'll see what happens. But you're probably not hearing too much about Portland anymore. You're hearing a lot more about Minneapolis, Minnesota, and that mission. So I'm going to do my best to cover all of these different federal operations around the world. Again, I do go live a lot more often, so turn on your notifications. Make sure to please subscribe. Make sure to please like so you guys don't miss a thing. And we always try to be as fair as possible on my channel, show all the different perspectives so people have the ability to say what they want to.
We are standing here today.
Look who it is. It's your favorite person in the whole world, Portland, Oregon. It's the reason for your suffering. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's a woman, right? That's a woman, right? She's a woman, right?
We are standing here today, united as a state, wanting peace and safety in our communities. We are all shaken and outraged by another terrible, unnecessary, violent event instigated by the reckless agenda of the Trump administration. This time in our own state, in our largest city, coming just one day after the tragedy in Minnesota. We are standing here today united as a state, wanting peace and safety in our communities. We are all shaken and outraged by another terrible, unnecessary, violent event.
She's so full of shit.
My Latino. I want to speak for just a moment specifically to my Latino community.
I made it.
It saddens me.
I made it with AI.
That we even have to
with
qualify
ChatGPT.
These remarks. Because I understand, or at least have attempted to understand through your voices, your concern, your fear, your anger.
Wait a minute. This is the Portland police chief? This is the chief of police? I think Portland, Oregon. Hello. I think I know what your problem is.
This information in no way is meant to disparage or to condone or support or agree with any of the actions that occurred yesterday. But it is important that we stay committed to the rules.
Sheepdog Neon, what's up?
Stay committed to the facts. That we stay a trustworthy and legitimate police department for all of Portlanders.
Jeez, dude, that's not really what I was. Okay. Next. All right.
The USA will take over Greenland. Uh-oh, here we go.
Did you know about this? So hold on. Did you know about this? First of all, this guy right here in the video, his name is Asmongold. He's one of the biggest content streamers over on Twitch. He's very opinionated. He's a patriot, though. I don't think he realizes it, but he's very based, right? He's very logical. He doesn't like everything Trump says, but he's very logical on what he doesn't like, right? So we're gonna watch this little video. So I made a whole video on it on my channel. Just search for the word Greenland. I did a whole video series, compilation thing about Greenland. Did you know that in Greenland, it's like undiscovered land and they have rubies and emeralds like this freaking big? And diamonds like as big as your fucking head? So we need Greenland for many, many reasons. Strategically, environmentally, militarily, is that a word? Right? Like for shipping reasons and to cut off like halfway to England. There's like so many reasons. There's like a laundry list, right? So, yeah, Asmongold, if you did not know, lives. I'm gonna dox his address, okay? I'm gonna dox Asmongold's official address right now on stream live for everyone to know. I want everyone to know exactly where he lives. So I'm gonna take my Donald Trump thumbnail just for a second, and I'm gonna change it to a picture of Asmongold's house. Are you guys ready? Let me see if I can find it. It's buried through all my other data. I gotta look. It's very important that I show you Asmongold's front door. It's amazing. I love where he lives. It's an incredible place. You're all going to enjoy this so much. Hold on. There it is. I found a picture of Asmongold's home. Here it is. Here's a picture of Asmongold's front door, where he lives, ladies and gentlemen. Exactly where he lives. Right there. That's where Asmongold lives. Every day he wakes up and he stretches. Ugh. And that's where he's living, rent free. Rent fucking free. And I'd like to shock that son of a bitch and see how he liked it. You know? He shocked that dog, by the way. This sack of crap. If you don't know who that is, that's Hassan Piker. All right. I told you you were going to like it. I made this card too. Oop, did I like I did. All right, so anyways, we are going to acquire Greenland.
Something on Greenland, whether they like it or not, because if we don't do it, Russia or
If
China
Tommy
will
goes
take over
live,
Greenland,
say
and
something.
We're not going to have Russia or China as a neighbor. Okay? I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way. Right now.
Oh my God.
I get along very well with President Xi. I'm going to go over to China in April, but I don't want them as a neighbor in Greenland. Not going to happen. And by the way, and NATO's got to understand that I'm all for NATO. I saved NATO. If it weren't for me, you wouldn't have a NATO right now. But we're not going to allow Russia or China to occupy Greenland, and that's what's going to happen if we don't.
Okay, well, hold on.
Go ahead.
Mr. President, one, can you respond to that? And two,
It was an amazing report. The most amazing thing is government jobs are way down, and yet the employment numbers are very good. We've gotten rid of.
No, okay. So that guy Hassan, they did a breakdown of his stream, and somebody went through his stream, and in like an 8-hour stream, he said Asmongold's name like way more than I say the word wrestling. Like he said in like an 8-hour stream, he said Asmongold like something like 700 fucking times. It's like Asmongold, 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 Asmongold. So Asmongold said, so this Asmongold thing, did you see the Asmongold video? Like, what the fuck, dude? Holy shit, bro. Just don't forget to cup the fucking balls. Jesus, dude.
The bet's over. He talks about Greenland. Yeah.
Federal government jobs. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. And yet the employment numbers are very good. They're really getting better. But now we have all those people to work in the private sector for a lot more money. I think that's one of the very big things. The other thing is at 5.4%. And remember, this is after we had.
He's going to take out the Mexican cartels.
And that shutdown had an impact because the concept of the shutdown, even though it's before, people knew we were going to be shutting down. A lot of bad things happened. And by the way, on January 30th, you may have another shutdown. We'll see what happens. But I think the numbers, Caitlin, were really amazing. Look,
that's exciting.
To think about 5.4%. Nobody thought that. They thought it was going to be 2%.
By the way, you might think this guy looks like a loser with his long, scraggly hair and his white $3 t-shirt. But he makes way more money than you do. He makes so much money that it would make you fucking cry if you saw his YouTube analytics. I would guess about maybe 350 to 400 grand a month. A month. A fucking month.
Yeah. And you know what it is? It's tariffs. And it's also November 5th. We had a great election, great election. Our country was dead 1.5 years ago, and now we have the hottest
a month
anywhere in the world. And I hope you guys were impressed. 5.4%, and we haven't even really transitioned yet. There's no reason it can't be much higher.
And another thing, he lives in the house that he was raised in that's been paid off for, I don't know, and Polly, He lives off of less, from his words, from his mouth, less than 1% of his earnings.
Yeah, Donald.
Yeah.
That's right, Donald. You're right, Donald.
First off, can you respond to the manufacturing
Let's
numbers?
give CNN a chance. You know, they've been fighting so hard to get back into the mainstream.
Mr. President, you posted some numbers actually on Truth Social last night. People saying you posted the job data early when you're not supposed to obviously share it till the next morning.
Shut up, bitch!
No, I don't
Shut
know.
up,
If
bitch!
they posted them. I said post them whenever you get a chance. I don't know. They gave me some numbers. When people give me things, I post them. But the numbers,
you're not
the numbers
supposed
are
to,
amazing.
Mr. President.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to.
Does the administration plan to distribute the money from the Venezuela oil sales? Is it, obviously you say it's going to go into these controlled accounts.
Yeah.
Would it go back to Venezuela in a
Yeah.
direct payment? Is it going through these goods? How do you plan to do that?
Well,
And
we
then I
want
have
to
a
make
second
sure
question.
that Venezuela can survive. You know, Venezuela.
Yeah, they got to get
needs-
some of that money. They got to get a lot of that
We're
money.
going to make sure that they get money, and we're
Yeah.
going to get money, and the oil companies are going to make something for the work they do, and they're going to get back their money. We're devising a formula, but it won't be so much.
Thank
of a
you,
formula,
Spin
it's gonna
City
be what
News.
They need. We're going to take care of what they need. There'll be plenty left over. We're going to have a lot of money left over, and the money left over is going to the United States of America, and the oil companies are going to be very happy. Yeah, please.
Thank you, Mr. Will the administration offer a backstop to these oil companies for like financial guarantees, some sort of backstop, if the country
Is that the
destabilizes
lizard?
again?
That's a very interesting question. Using the word backstop, I haven't heard that word in a long time. That was at the Wharton School of Finance.
No,
I
never
last
mind.
heard.
Never mind.
That's a good term.
Yeah, is it
You
live?
use
Yeah,
it
it's live.
more
It's
often.
live.
I hope I don't have to give a backstop. I'm just look. These
It's
are
not. It's not.
very smart people.
That means
The
no
smartest
Epstein
people
today.
Are not only in oil and business. These are the biggest companies in the world sitting around this table. They know the risks. I mean, there are risks. We're going to help them out. We're going to make it
Yeah.
real easy. They're going to be there for a long time. We're going to be there together for a long, long time.
Oh,
they're gonna be
good.
Taking the oil, and they're going to be bringing oil prices down.
The United States
They're
of
gonna make a lot of
Venezuela.
money. They're going to get their money back. They're going to be safe. The people of Venezuela are going to be big beneficiaries, and the United States of America is going to be a big
Mm-hmm.
beneficiary for what we've done.
We got to make their lives better. That's the most important
you know,
thing.
one
Things
other
have to
thing
get
I
better
might
for
say,
them, or they're
it's
going to hate
also
us.
very big for national security because, again, just like Greenland, we can't have China or Russia occupy Greenland. We can't have China or
Greenland.
Russia occupy Venezuela. And if we didn't do what we did, China or Russia would have been in Venezuela. I think I can. Where's Mr. Chevron? So,
Mr.
let me ask you,
Chevron.
They would have been there if we didn't do this. Do you agree with that?
They certainly have a lot of economic interests in country. There's absolutely no argument about that.
He's trying not to fuck around.
They were trying to be there.
He's
I mean, you know,
He's
we
trying
had a
not to. He's
Russia-
trying not to
I guess
create a
sort of
situation
I
for
called
himself.
A semi-Russian ship yesterday that we took over. And
Yeah.
Russia decided not to defend that ship against us.
I'll look at that in a
It's
minute.
big
No
movement.
What's this?
The ship was loaded up with oil, and we took the oil, and
Oh,
it
jeez.
came out of that port. But Russia would
Yeah,
be
we
there,
got
or
this
China
next.
would be there, and we want them to be there for a different reason. We want them. Do you people agree? In
You agree with me,
particular,
right?
China,
I'm right about everything?
They need a lot of oil.
Yeah, of course I
Russia
am.
doesn't need so much, but Russia was there anyway. But I assume you agree that China would like to be doing a lot of business there by buying oil. And I want to just tell President Xi and President Putin, but more so in this case, President Xi, because they do need a lot of oil. And we are open for business in the
Ooh.
United States, and we are open for business in Venezuela, right?
I like that. We're open for business in Venezuela.
Go ahead, sure.
Mr. President,
You know,
what is your
I could take questions from these people all day long. You know, they're sitting here, and generally they're very rich, very powerful, but nobody gives a damn about them. It's a sad thing. You have all that money, all that power, and look at all these crazy questions. We could do this all day long, and they wouldn't be satisfied. We'll take a few more, though.
Oh my God!
Let me ask you more important.
Nobody
do you
gives
have
a
any
fuck
questions
about-
from the biggest.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Hold it. Do you have any questions for the biggest people on earth, the biggest business people, the biggest companies anywhere on earth? Do you
He's
have any
such a
questions for
buffoon
these
sometimes, man. He really is.
people? No. Do you have a question for them?
He really is.
Ask them a question.
I love it.
Thank you, Mr. President. Brian Sheffield of Formentera. My grandfather, Hugh Sheffield,
was president of ARCO, Venezuela.
Right.
Damn.
Thank you for what you did.
Do you like what we're doing?
There's a lot of shale there, a lot of upside.
He would be very happy.
A lot of
looking down.
upside.
He'd be very proud of you right now, right?
That's a
Yes, sir.
businessman.
Good. Thank you.
Mr. President, Luis
Yeah.
Rodriguez. I'm probably the only
Or on stuff
Venezuelan
also, yeah.
American sitting on this, around this table. I want to personally thank you for the courage of your actions over the last
Luis
couple of weeks.
Rodriguez.
My
man.
I think I speak, and I speak of Venezuela in general in saying there's optimism. You've brought optimism to the table, and if the conditions are met, the opportunity is absolutely immense.
I agree with that. That's true. Thank you. Well said, too. It's immense. This is a
You did a great job.
tremendous
Well said.
opportunity. Thank you.
Richard Holton from Traffic Europe. We're working.
Say your
with
name and what you like best
administration,
about me.
Mr. President, to bring that Venezuelan oil to the United States. Our first vessel should load in the next week.
Great. Good job.
Oh,
Thank you.
wow. So we're getting this shit in a week?
I think the reason that most of us are here and thinking about the future.
What's Mr. Frog
Is
think?
because we trust you initially to set this program up that will work and guarantee.
I bet he does oil in
this can be
Texas.
done, and there's a huge investment that needs to be done. We've all agreed on that. And certainly we need.
How's that?
To see that
Polly,
through. So
what do you think?
thank you for what
Give me your
you did.
expert
Thank you
opinion,
very much.
Polly. What
Thank
the
you.
fuck?
Mr. President,
Spin City. How many of these things are you giving me? Well, I'm not paying attention.
Refineries in the U.S. are uniquely configured to run.
Really,
both
Grand
oil
Mail?
and
Okay.
More, more
I'll check
than
it out.
happy as this opportunity expands for us to further invest in our refineries to produce more of it.
And you're very much set up for
Spin
the
City
heavy oil,
News. Stop
right?
it.
Yes, sir.
That's great.
Oh, never.
That's great. We're really.
How do you think
we're
the
ready
oil
for
will
it.
be
What's
used
up,
to help
Neva?
Americans? Or we sell the oil, then we use the
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you for having
Pretty
us
simple.
here.
Thank you.
And thank you for opening the door to a better Venezuela.
I gotta
We
keep
are a
track of when
Spanish
Tommy's
company,
going live.
But we are fully committed to invest here in the States. We have
Shout out to
invested
Neva.
over the last 15 years, $21 billion in the American oil and gas industry.
That's an assload of
In
money.
Pennsylvania, in the Gulf of America, in Texas, and in Alaska with the discovery of Pica that is going to have the first oil this quarter. And
Soon, Shana or Shanna. We'll go one or two. Shana is one, Shanna's two. Shana or Shanna.
with our partners
Soon.
E&I, we produce the gas that guarantees the stability of a half.
I know you guys didn't realize this, but I am not Tommy's daddy. Shanna. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you guys knew that or not, but I am not. I am not Tommy's daddy. I have no idea.
Of the grid power in Venezuela.
Holy
We are
shit.
committed with this stability, and on top of that,
He brought the big
we are
dicks
on
in
the
here,
ground.
huh?
We have people, we have facilities, we have technical capabilities, and I
He's
take
got them
your
all
point,
lined up.
Mr.
I'm sorry, I don't mean
We
to
are
make
ready
fun of
to
his.
invest more in Venezuela. Today, we are producing 45,000 barrels
Mm-hmm.
a day gross of oil, and we are
Like Hannah
ready
with a S,
to
Shanna.
multiply
Right,
by
got it.
3 this figure in coming 2-3 years, investing.
No,
hard
Spin
in
City,
the
I'm sorry, I
country,
apologize.
following your recommendation.
I deeply apologize to your asshole, too.
And in the framework, commercial and legal framework that could allow
Wait a minute.
this growth. So thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Great job you've done. Thank you.
You think Kamala could have done this?
Mr. President, thank you for having me.
Done what?
Matt Sheehy. I'm with Tallgrass Energy.
Yeah, that probably wasn't a good idea.
Like sat in a chair and talked to people?
Oil,
Probably,
gas,
yeah.
CO2, we move that around. So
She
most
goes
of my
sat in a chair.
customers are sitting around the table and happy to lend our expertise to what's going on in Venezuela to support the people. And obviously infrastructure is going to be critical to,
Good job.
to see it repaired. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. President, thank you. An honor to be here. Marianne Mannon, Marathon Petroleum. We are one of the largest U.S. refiners. On behalf of the men and women of Marathon Petroleum and of
New
our
friend of the
industry,
show, Polly.
Thank you and the administration for what you're doing for U.S. energy independence. Wow.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Do you see who it is? Look, it's the president of Venezuela and the president of Greenland, Marco Rubio.
Process Venezuelan crude, and the people of Marathon Petroleum stand ready to do so.
Do we need more refineries in our country?
In the U.S., probably
Yes.
not. We have sufficient capacity.
That's amazing.
Chris, they should pay me for it too. I will. Tell them to call me.
Nobody could have
I will
He
do
was
that.
trying to bait them to say
Hey,
yes.
hey guys, by the way, I am in the market for any sort of voiceover jobs or any sort of acting jobs or any sort of like, you know, any sort of situation where I can make money with this thing that I do. Let me know, man. Who knows who's watching this shit? You know what I mean? I'll be in your fucking movie. I will do it. I have professional acting experience.
Built.
He was
Before that,
definitely
it's a
trying to bait them to
disaster.
say
We
yes.
Didn't have the refineries. Now we do because of the first.
No,
And
wrestling.
then he said no. He said, "Oh yeah, of course you don't, because of me."
Wrestling is 20% athletic ability, 80% how you react to that athletic ability. I thought about doing audiobooks like for LibriVox. This is a LibriVox recording. Yeah, those things, yeah.
Okay, we'll go over here.
Thank you, Mr. President. Jeff Hildebrand.
I was gonna do like only hams and then like sell honey baked hams at Christmas time. I think that would be a good one. That's a good job for a Jew. Walk around selling ham.
The wrong answer.
And chairman
He had a
of
pivot
Chemical
ready.
Energy,
He did.
one of the
It was
private-
impressive.
One of the largest private energy companies in America.
Who's bigger, you or Harold?
We're close.
Huh?
We're close. Harold. Absolutely, Mr. Ham. But thank you for your great, tremendous leadership in protecting the interest of
Actually, this entire streamer thing is
companies. To stay out of our backyard.
this is all about me being like a secret like badass singer that I'm trying to get over as a singer. That's what this is all about.
Rebuilding the infrastructure in
I'm just kidding.
You'll go there. You'll be going.
Yes.
Good. That's good. You'll be very happy.
Thank you very much.
You'll be happy. Thank you.
Thank you,
Don't be
Mr.
a dork,
President.
buy my
Jeff
pork.
Miller,
That's a good slogan.
CEO
I
of
like that
Halliburton
shit. That's
Company.
good.
We are the largest American oilfield services company. We're the second largest in the world.
I heard about
Been in
them.
business over 100 years.
Chronic, what's up,
Started
bro?
Operations in Venezuela.
Frank, what's up, brother?
38.
Halliburton.
Long time in Venezuela. I personally lived there for 4 years and
These guys, yeah, these guys were
so
pivotal
quite
for making
familiar
a
with
game I really
Venezuela.
like. It's called Metal Gear Solid.
And just couldn't express gratitude more so for the opportunity to return to Venezuela under
I gotta go through and play all of those.
I know that this team and your team are able to deliver. And so
When did you leave?
Huh?
When did you leave Venezuela?
As a company, we left under the sanctions in 2019. So we had intended to stay, and then when the sanctions went into place, we were required to leave. But very much interested in returning. And 600 Venezuelans with Halliburton today. All
Good,
around
Frank.
the world.
That's good.
Look forward to putting them back to work.
Great job. Great
Thank
job.
you.
You'll be back.
I don't have libtard family members. Well, I don't talk to them if I
I'm
do.
Alex Cranberg. My company, Aspect Energy, is one of the leading American international wildcatters. We've found significant fields and
No DEI in the room.
Wildcatter?
I'm a wildcatter.
That's pretty
You mean
cool.
like there's no black people? You can't just say that.
And you've
There's plenty of Latino people. It's women there too. Come on.
We've found significant fields in
You can't
Central
say
and South
that.
America, in the Middle East, and in Europe. We're
It's not even
a
true.
producer in Hungary.
Oh, Portland Andy said, "What's up? What's up to Portland Andy?"
Example is our.
Hi,
is
Portland
what
Andy.
The wildcatter does is take
So
on
who?
risk and try to reduce it. Now other
Stop
people
wrecking
come
your
in
fucking
and put
bike.
More capital in later, so we're kind of kickstarters in the oil industry.
Oh, okay.
We went into Kurdistan
That's
very
smart.
early on, back
Right.
when people told us it wasn't safe and we shouldn't do it. We found a big field there.
And he's sitting right next to
ultimately
Mr.
got
Halliburton, huh?
developed,
How about
along
that?
with
Chronic, it's a work in progress.
Stephen Miller
Who you?
after
Hey,
this.
who you think I should do a card on next?
Venezuela has a tremendous amount of
Type it in the chat. Who you think?
If you look at the reinvestment
Let's see what people
required,
say.
investment required, people are talking about hundreds of billions of dollars. But if you put that in perspective,
Vance is
that's
watching your
$1 million
stream.
barrels a day for 15 years.
Yeah.
220
He's responding to my DM.
net cash flow. So what we really need to do is
Can
to
I
be able
DM
to
him, actually?
kickstart production
Can I message?
and then reinvest and
I
have
don't
the
think I can,
Richard, Pam, Tifa. How
we're
about
doing by
Right Side
the United
Rebel?
States in control of the cash
no, it
flow
doesn't
coming
let me
out of the country. It gives companies like
I was
ours
gonna DM him.
confidence to say we can kickstart this production.
No, don't let me.
I almost said
He's
the
got
rest
all
of that.
In Hungary, we've invested $1 billion in changing the trajectory.
I almost
of
said the
Hungarian
rest
oil
of
production.
that.
We were
His-
only able to do that.
See if he responds
not
during the
because
meeting.
we could write $1 billion check.
Yeah,
for
Travis will get one,
but because we
right?
reinvest all of
Richard.
the cash flow back into new production.
Good.
I was thinking Richard could have like +1 for every bed bug that he has with him, right? And so he could be like a breeding pit of bed bugs, and like every turn he add like a counter of one bed bug that's a 1/1 creature. You know what I mean? Then we do like Mace Face, where her ability is like maybe like her body exudes like some sort of like toxic chemical that like she can like spread like a skunk, you know? Do one for Shane where he's all like geared out to the max with like a big Gatling gun coming out of his back and like 16 guns pointing everywhere, you know? Like he's like fucking commando and shit. And yeah, I got some good ideas. And Chan Diddler has one where he like throws toilets at you or some shit. Pam Tifa has one where she throws like books of facts that are wrong at you and shit. Or maybe like January 6th. Oh no, I got it. She throws like pages from her January 6th speech at you. That'd be funny.
Mark Nelson with Chevron again.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm Claudio Descalzi in ICO, Italy. We started working in Venezuela in 1980s. We
That's
have
a while ago.
a lot of oil, but now
You got
just
no motion?
Antifa garbage
True,
pail
brother.
kids.
under
Yeah.
sanction. And as
Nah, I don't like
my
Belly
colleague from
Ray. And
Repsol
well,
said, we
I'm never
cover
getting into
more than
Wagartha.
About 50% of the
you know what I could do? I could put Belly Ray and make him like a little tiny kid, like a little tiny guy, and put him on a street and put the sign that says Belly Street. And then like all the shops on the street could be Belly's shop, Belly's cafe, Belly's, you know, XXX studio, Belly's, you know, everything, you know, just like everything. It's because like whose street's Belly? It's like everything is Belly. Like it's like all about him. Like nothing. There's nothing else other than like his name everywhere. I think that would be funny. That was me talking shit.
electricity
By the
in
way.
the country, so that is essential.
Oh,
So
you have to do one for a random ICE agent and one for that one cop that's
we own
cool.
about 4 billion barrels of reserves, so a huge amount in the oil
That's funny.
belt in the
4 billion.
central
Why do Italians look so
Venezuela. We
good
have-
bald?
And now
You're thinking that other guy.
in the
Well,
country,
Victor, we're gonna get to complete coverage of Portland once Tommy goes live. We'll switch to Rumble.
Clearly, we are ready to invest. We
Hey, if you're just joining us, thank you for being here. Like the stream, share it. We're up above 3K already. That's good. It's going to be a good time. If your name is green and you're wondering why, that means somebody gifted you a membership. Say thank you to Spin City News. If you want the Discord link, get with us. We'll give it to you. It's a members only Discord to keep the riffraff out, right? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We are going to be live all night, or until the wee hours of the morning at least. We will be covering Portland fully. Maybe keep the IRT media screen up there, but once Tommy goes live in just a few minutes, maybe like less than 30 minutes, I would say, guys, Tommy will be live. We'll switch on over to Rumble. Right now we have, let me see how many people we have over on Rumble. Right now we have 83 people on Rumble. We got 163 over on YouTube. So we'll have a couple hundred people. We'll have a good time. It'll be nice. We already got Patrick right here, Conspiratard. Shout out to him. I'll show his little @ right there. It's just @ Conspiratard. So go give him a follow. If you're confused because you thought me and Patrick didn't like each other, we made up over a month ago. So we're cool now. So yeah, this is what we're doing. We're watching some videos. We're just having our little broadcast show. This is kind of how I do things, you know. Just keep it respectful. If you don't agree with the MAGA agenda, that's fine. I don't mind different opinions. If you shit on Charlie Kirk, you're out. If you spam the N-word, you're out. Do certain things, you're out, you know. But if you just don't agree with us and you want to put your own views out like that moron Joe, I might call you a moron, but I won't kick you. I'm good. We're good. Tony P in the house. Tony P, I'll pass. But if I did do that, you think I could borrow your pink shorts? See how that shit fucking works?
Thank you for the big efforts. and the efficiency of your action. And
I know Saudi's there.
And we are
we're not working with them.
work together.
They got their own oil.
With the U.S., we are also a big investor in the U.S. So
I know.
Yeah, it's like they're on
we
another
thank you
server.
again, and we are there. And
It's like a guild
we
meeting.
are also ready to join with.
Unfortunately, and I've tried and tried and tried to figure it out, but there is no way. Unfortunately, gifted memberships are all random. In fact, MDG Gaming gifted a membership and it went to him. He gifted himself a random membership. I didn't even think that was fucking possible, but it shit happened.
American
You guys
companies
remember that?
now
Some of you might have been
assets
here for that.
to develop and go faster with good investors and good know-how from the U.S. company.
Which guy gets on your
You've
nerves?
done a great job. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, Ross Perot, good to see you again.
Oh, I heard
I'm chairman
about
of
him.
Hillwood and HK Energy. Been in the energy business 45 years.
It's like
And
Dr.
we
Evil's
have
layer
been
meeting.
working with your team
Yeah.
quite a bit. We have been in Kurdistan now for 19 years, along with Alex, and built a very good business. But now with your team, we're looking in Syria. We're now in Libya.
Did he say
And so
Ross
we're very
Perot?
excited to look at Venezuela with you. and your
Saudis are
group,
pro rank for.
and look forward to continuing to build.
The
this
Saudis are too high MMR for this meeting.
Thank you.
Did he say his name was Ross
Yeah, maybe
Perot?
Today, Probably are.
Also one from Shell. Of course, we have a huge presence here in the U.S., in the Gulf, as well as in Pennsylvania with the
That's
petrochemical
not Ross
facility, which I think
Perot.
we had the opportunity to host you at.
He must just have the same name.
One of the largest LNG off-takers of American LNG. We have been in Venezuela for.
He just must have the same name. That's not Ross. Am I stupid? Am I stupid? Is that Ross Perot? Does any of you, do any of you think, oh, it's his son? Okay, that makes sense. Because I was like, what the fuck?
Very long time. We actually drilled in 1914 the first well that discovered oil in Venezuela.
Wow.
And on the back of which the
No,
entire
Junior,
energy
his
industry
son,
was
makes total
established in
sense.
Venezuela.
That makes total
When
sense.
we left in the 1970s because of nationalization, we had 1 million barrels per day of production. But we have kept boots on the ground in Venezuela all this time. And we now have a few $1 billion worth of opportunities to invest in, subject to OFAC approval. So we are ready to go and looking forward to the investments in support of the Venezuelan people.
That's
Wow.
great. Thank you very much.
That Barry, that's why I was like, wait, what the fuck is going on? That there's no way.
America's CEO for Vitol, alongside.
Because you know what, guys? If that's the real Ross Perot, this turns into a Polybius stream. Because that motherfucker's dead. So.
Figueroa, we're very thankful to have worked with the government and the Venezuelans to be able to bring the crude oil to market at a market price as quickly as we can to help stabilize the country. Thank you.
They've actually
Wow.
been working really fast.
You're
That's
welcome.
Kind of crazy.
I didn't do it, but you're welcome.
Thank you, Mr. President. Olivier Lepoche, CEO of SLB, or formerly known as Schlumberger, the
We
largest
should have had the other guy talk.
oilfield services. We have been in Venezuela since 1930.
This is some.
And we
This
still
is some like
operate.
Expedition
We're both
33
there
shit,
on the
right?
ground with, in support of Chevron. We
It
have
has to be.
ability to scale. We have 1,100 Venezuelan in the
French
company,
oil, yeah.
2,000 additional that are calling us.
Didn't you know you
to
had
go back
that?
to country and to go back to work. We're able
That's
to
what I thought.
mobilize in the last 18 months, 2 weeks, and deliver 50 wells with success. So we're here. We have knowledge of the subsurface like nobody else has. We have boots on the ground, capacity on the ground, $700 million of equipment value on the.
Spin City, I saw. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, bro. Polly, I could probably help you with a video on that because I have some conspiracy theory situations that we could discuss.
Ground in Venezuela, ready to mobilize.
I never seen a ghost, but
partners,
I seen some
customers,
stupid dumb shit
to
the
have
government
scale
did
fast.
and lied about.
And we really want to thank the administration, Secretary Wright, Secretary Bergen, for the effort they are supporting and giving us to be successful on behalf of the Venezuelan oil and gas industry.
What a nice guy.
Thank you very much.
Well, check this out. They say the very best for last. And I don't have that sexy accent like this guy next to me here.
I will be right back.
Mr. President, my name's Bill Armstrong.
Sexy
Armstrong Oil and
accent?
Gas.
What the
I'm a,
fuck?
Private independent
What?
guy. And
All right.
in real estate, you were a wildcatter. So wear that motto proudly. But like you, I was a.
I want you to know that if I ever go to the White House and sit down and have any sort of conversation with President Trump, the absolute last word that I'll be using is sexy. I just want you to know that.
I'm my own guy. I don't have shareholders. I don't have private equity partners, but I've been drilling all over the place. In fact, I had the largest discovery in Alaska. Biggest discovery in 50 years in our country.
Wow.
I now control 8 million acres adjacent to Venezuela, so I'm already heavily invested in the area. We share a 150-mile border with Venezuela in the countries of Aruba and Curacao, and we are ready to go to Venezuela. It is, in real estate terms, it is prime real estate. And it's
More
kinda
chapter.
like
What's up,
West
Rumble?
Point.
Hey, everybody on Rumble. What's up?
Very ripe.
Yep.
We're-
I agree with you. Thank you. Congratulations.
Hey guys, look. While we're watching this, I'm gonna pause it just real quick. Just stand by. Just bear with me just for a second, okay? This is what we're gonna do. We're going to share and pin the Rumble. Let me make sure I don't fuck this up. The Rumble stream, because we are T-minus 30 minutes or less from being exclusively on Rumble. If you would like to make your way over to Rumble right now, by all means, go right ahead. You're not going to hurt my feelings, right? Of course. We're going to continue to watch all this. We're going to replace the main screen with Tommy. We're going to keep Conspiratard Patrick up. We're going to keep IRT Media up. We're going to maybe replace the magic card with another window. Maybe I could find one from Minneapolis. You know, if it's I'm not interested in having to find a different stream every 5 minutes. You know what I mean? So Polly, if you want to find, I know what I said in the text, but if you want to find me a nice, stable Minneapolis stream that's not somebody who's going to like try to report me or anything like that, Coup Media or that Status Coup, I can't use that guy. I was told not to by several people, told me I shouldn't. So if you can get me, if you can get me a nice steady one, that's just something I can put up for the whole night. I'll just stick it in the corner and I will do that. So you can text me what it is. Either I prefer X or YouTube. I mean, whatever though. But we are going to end up with multiple screens up tonight. Like last night, it's going to be a late night. I might stick with the cam for the most part of it, but I'm going to be on and off with the cam later on. So let's finish this.
So I think what we're going to do is
We're close to
speak
Tommy
with the
though.
press
T-minus say
to
30
get
minutes,
them
okay?
involved, see
Or
what
less,
kind of a deal
less,
we
or
can
less.
make. We're going to get them involved. I'm going to ask Doug and Chris and
I shall
some
return.
of the people that we have from the business standpoint representing our country to start talking about the confines of a deal. I have an idea what I want.
Everybody thinks celebrities are rich. Now these people are rich people of the world.
We have
Nah.
to get them to invest, and then we have to get their money back as quickly as we
You
can.
think
and then
rappers
we
have a
can
lot of
divvy it
money?
all up between Venezuela, the United
Yeah.
States, and them.
No.
I think it's simple. I think the formula is simple. We start with a brand new plate, and it's going to be a tremendous success. I think it's going to be probably
Oil
like
Kangs,
few
yeah.
other things could ever be.
Rappers are broke, yeah.
There's so much. Venezuela's been really taken advantage of by a lot of people because they drill very little. I mean, as much as you hear they have, they drill very, very little, very small percentage. But now that'll change, and it'll change very rapidly because these are the biggest people, and it'll change very rapidly. So if you don't mind, I'll ask the press to leave, and we will see what kind of a deal we're going to make with these geniuses, and I think you're going to come out very good. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you.
What a nice guy. So, yeah, I think that actually went pretty well. Yeah, I didn't expect it to be that good. Yeah, time for the real talks, exactly. Yeah, I mean, those guys are fucking...
That is not the best way.
So I told you guys I had multiple stuff planned. I have more than we need. I want to make sure you're entertained, right? I want to make sure I don't get in trouble for putting anything on YouTube that goes against their policies, right? So we're T minus like less than 30 minutes. Okay, so see this person over here that's talking about this stupid food shit, COVID vaccine, your food. These like when they say like over on Rumble, see this Polly, this person you ban forever, and it removes them automatically. I don't want that type of person to be coming in here posting a link and shit. So, did they do that before then? No, I don't think so. Does it say? All right. So also, again here, shout out to the Cartier family. I know it says Cartier, but you say Cartier. This video, let me see here. 5 hours ago, 75,000 views. They have 1.65 million subscribers, and they just happen to live like about 20 minutes away from me. I need to meet them and become friends and go over there and be the token white dude, because they're not. They need my. They could benefit from my overall whiteness.
Congresswoman Angie Craig. Hi, guys. Hi. We are exercising our congressional authority. I'm Congresswoman Angie Craig. This is Congresswoman Kelly Morrison. Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Can we talk to you guys in there? Yeah. If we can come past.
And I like making fellow patriot friends. And I don't look at people's race or whatever. I don't care about that. I care far more about who you are as a person than where you come from or what your family heritage is. First of all, I'm not that kind of white. I'm Lithuanian. I'm Lithuanian and Latvian. So I'm not that kind of white. I don't care who you are, I don't care what shade of brown you are. If you're an American patriot and you're a good, honest person, nothing else matters to me really at all. If you have integrity, morals, and you're like you can tell a lot if you have lunch with someone. If you're rude to the wait staff for no reason, I'm not going to probably like you. You know, like you have to have integrity and morals, and you have to just be a nice, friendly person. If you're that, I don't care whether you're a black lesbian Jew from Argentina. It makes no difference to me whatsoever. If you're cool, I'm cool, we're cool, everybody's cool, right? But if you look exactly like me and you're a Jewish pro wrestler who likes talking shit and plays the trumpet, but you're also a dumbass, well, I ain't got nothing for you, asshole. Stop looking like me. You're very handsome, though. I mean...
What do you think this is, then? This is a front. It's a scam.
All of these are fraudulent.
Holy cow, Sparta Brander, bro. 10 gifted memberships. What the fuck?
What am I doing?
Holy
illegal activities. Of what? Where were you born? This is filthy. Are you from Somalia?
Hey, if your name just turned green and you got a membership, why don't you thank Sparta Brander? I swear to God, I think I'm saying your name right. Sparta Brander. Bro, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Wow, 10 gifted memberships. That's crazy. We're still doing memberships good. We're still above. Let me see how many we have. I mean, we lost some. We're going to because there's so many gifted ones.
Right now,
you know?
we're in front of First Choice.
We'll lose some at some point.
This place
I
has
know we
received
will.
at least $250,000 in 2025.
Oh,
And
if
it's
Tommy
next to
goes live, let me know,
another
okay?
Daycare center right there called Bright Futures Daycare. So we're not sure what's going on
Let me
here.
see here.
We're gonna knock on the door. We're gonna see if anybody wants to talk to us. There's a Somalian guy right here that's filming us. You can put the camera on him. He put the camera down just now. He's filming us. Now we're gonna go knock on the door here. and we're going to see if we can talk to anybody. So, they're not answering, but one of the weird things, every freaking window
Bill Young, that's 1 month.
blocked out.
It's 1 month.
Here,
And you can also get them yourself. I think it's like $1.99. It's like pretty cheap. I'm a cheap date, Bill. I'm a real cheap date, buddy.
This mailbox is not currently accepting messages because voicemail has not yet been activated. Goodbye.
So their voicemail doesn't work.
Pauly, you sent me
This is
something?
this is just such a joke. And again, just so everybody's clear, open 7 days a week.
This is an all hands on deck process, and in Minnesota, we know how to protect one another, and I have been incredibly proud the way our neighbors have shown up for one another. It's been beautiful to see, and that kind of resistance is why ICE agents seem so angry and agitated, because they have never experienced the kind of love that we experience here in Minnesota. And we know that they are going to disappear one day, but we will be here caring for one another and carrying out policy with love here in Minnesota.
With no cause and murdering people for trying to flee and for obeying a command to leave the area, and then shooting her in the face like that after she drops her kid off at school. We have to show up with guns. We have to. There's no other way around it. I don't care if I don't have a Minnesota carry permit. I'm unarmed right now, but this is the last time I show up to face these guys without a weapon. There's no way. I got shot with a pepper ball 5 minutes after walking in here. I never laid a finger on them. I never raised a hand to them. I've only been using my voice. The time for speaking is over. The time for niceties is over. The time for peace is over. They fired the first shot. It is time to end this shit by any means necessary.
You're talking about, potentially going to a dark place in this country. Do you foresee...
We're there. This is the dark place. This is the dark time. We have people being sent to Salvadorian concentration camps. We got other countries being raided for their oil. We're in the dark time. There's no way out of this. There's no voting our way out of this. We can't wait till November. There's no waiting to the ballot box. We need to get to the bullet box. That's the only way. If there was another way, I'd be advocating for it. I've spoken peacefully. I've marched peacefully. I marched without Sharpton. I marched on Washington. I've been peaceful. I've acted peacefully. The time for peace is over. The time for any means necessary is right now.
That's a powerful, powerful message that you're delivering.
This family should not wait for justice. And remember, we fought for Jamar Clark. We occupied a precinct for Jamar Clark. We did not get justice for Jamar Clark. But when the city burned, after George Floyd, all of a sudden there were some charges. So for those who are on the media talking about, don't burn it down, don't set it on fire, let me tell you this, we need justice and we need it now. Yeah. Because what happens after that is on your hands. All power to the people. Yeah.
Okay, hold on. So here's the deal, guys. I was gonna put up Cam Higbee, who is also live. However, his camera kind of sucks. I could try. It's kind of grainy. Let's see if I can try. Hold on.
If I continually see you following us, interfering with us, honking your horn, blocking our cars, you have a very high probability of making a really bad decision and being arrested today, okay?
I think I'm making exactly
I'm not.
the right decision.
Oh, then why are you giving her a warning? I'm giving her a warning to not interfere with what we're doing, to not make a bad decision today and ruin your life.
Whoa, bad decisions.
Thank you.
That's funny coming from you.
Okay, alrighty. Thank you. Have a good day.
I hope you have a terrible day.
Okay, thank you.
Imagine Republicans going to the border, stopping everybody with guns, doing stuff like this, and just, like, hey, no, y'all can't come in with guns and all that. It would be almost the same thing, because that's what the people voted for, Joe Biden, and he allowed an open border. So if Republicans all they did was sit there in their house, upset and pissed off. These people are actually out here burning Tesla vehicles, and now they're dying because of
burning
this.
ice trucks. Did you see the ice truck they burnt down today?
You know, that was a great way to put that, honestly.
Yeah, it's the same thing, bro. Just put it in reverse.
If you reverse the roles, but it seems like a lot of the times with the right and the left, if you reverse the roles, it just makes it even more clear that they are actually delusional. But these people, they're out there selling things. They're out there in the cold, doing all this. Like, bro, for social justice points, for like people's opinion, this shows the power of how people want to be perceived as, wow, I want people to think I'm a good person. I want people to like me this bad. Who goes, you are bored?
No.
It's either that or you're bored.
I can't put up 14 different.
Man, I just
The
have so
Minnesota
much to
keeps
say, bro.
growing.
This right here, this looks like
I'll put up the ones I can find that are clear.
Game,
like
this looks
this
insane.
This is
like,
America.
If y'all played the game Fallout, this looks just like that. It looks like we're on the way to the purge or something.
It looks bad.
And just guys, roles reversed. Imagine Republicans doing this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's would be real Nazis. These are pretty extremists.
Y'all going against the law, like it's just
And guess what? The ICE agents. That's their job. They don't
it's
pay.
the
This is
law.
how they feed their families.
It's the law. Any other country, if you get deported, they deport you, and that's that. I mean,
oh, wait. So are ICE agents are they police officers or are they in the
it's a
military?
government agency.
It's an actual
government agency.
It's like the DEA, Homeland Security, ICE.
Immigration, Customs Enforcement.
Okay, so what would you have to have? You just have to get hired, I guess.
No, you go through things. You got a badge and stuff.
Yeah,
it's like being a police
I don't know
officer.
if y'all watching that body cam footage. That woman who got shot, her girlfriend or wife was there. She drove off without her. She's trying to get in the car.
But what happened?
You didn't watch on the body cam? That
Which
girl's
one?
wife is in the body cam. The one that got shot.
Oh.
Her wife was in the video harassing cops. And at the end of it, when she drove off, the wife was trying to open the door. She drove
Oh
off
yeah,
without
okay, yeah, I did see that. So it was a gay couple. Oh, so the wife was gay.
Yeah.
The woman that got
Makes
killed
sense.
has a kid.
Makes sense. And to this guy.
Oh, that dude, I forgot about him, bro. That's so far ago. Hold on. Now, I know the side that was upset about the speech saying to say things about Trump and to say that you want Trump to be the president and things like that, saying that COVID and the vaccine and speaking on those things will get you canceled. But this right here, inciting violence.
These are the people that claim they want to ban guns and gun reform, talking about they have to show up and shoot and kill.
Bro, that is inciting violence. And y'all were mad about JC?
That's promising violence.
Guys, every day, I do really, sometimes I wake up and be like, am I tripping? And then every single day I'm like, nah, man, I'm actually not tripping, bro. They are tripping, bro. I'm just keeping it 100. Like, this is bad.
That's her girlfriend right there, her wife. Look, she tried to get in the car, left her, bang, gets popped.
And the man that should never speak
on violence
is speaking on violence.
People are shot and killed in Chicago every day. I've never seen him make a video about this for his own constituents in his own city. But here he is.
For his
talking
own color.
about
Yeah,
Minnesota.
for his own community that he cares so much about.
Good evening, Chicago. I would like to take a moment to address the tragic loss of life today in Minneapolis. The video that many of us have seen of ICE officers fatally shooting a woman at point-blank range is deeply disturbing and unfortunately all too similar to incidents that have transpired here in...
If you don't know, maybe, hey, Neva, what's up? If you don't know, this man right here is Brandon Johnson. He is the current mayor of Chicago. And he said, and I quote, all white people want to restart the Civil War. as a card-carrying member of the white Caucasian American citizen community, I can tell you with quite certainty that this is bullshit and just not true.
In Chicago.
Hi, Colleen. Watching this channel on my phone, the other on my TV. Cool. Thanks, Colleen. I
That's
appreciate
stemming
it.
from this president's use of ICE as his personal militarized force. At the
Yay,
start
never.
of their operation in Chicago,
It was Farter Brander,
an
I
ICE
think.
agent killed a father, Saverio Villegas Gonzalez, under very similar conditions in his car right after dropping his children
All
off
right,
at
and
school.
that's where we stopped. They're because- trying their hardest.
Bro, the ICE agents were shot. I think, was it in Chicago? Two of
Dallas.
them died. Was it Dallas that they died
I
at?
think Tosh said Dallas.
I don't think it was Chicago.
Yeah, they killed.
You know,
They
there was
killed
two ICE agents that died.
Yeah,
crazy.
No Democrats spoke on it.
Oh, why would
All
they?
for political points, bro. Like,
But I'm glad I'm informed, bro, because I'm not like, these people are wrong, bro.
No, yeah.
This is, I'm sorry,
They're
but
wrong.
it's just like, that is not, think of the definition of politics. Trying to figure out what's the best way to run a country, to keep the country safe. That what they are doing is not the best way. It's that simple. That is not the best way. That is not what's safest for the people. Like, don't try to win or lose. What is safest for the American people? What y'all are doing, this protest.
and to vote someone in like this, I'm not even gonna speak how I feel about my community and the way they think. But it's not even just my community. It's these dumbass white liberals too.
No, but to the point where they're pushing it in schools, it's like it's almost like there is like elites that are really who want, I don't know. I'm not trying to be conspiracy theorist. It just seems like there's people who really want to see America go down, and I think they're trying to do it from the inside out. Cause like they make it like it's a problem to even say America is good. To have an American flag right now to say America is good is a problem. That's in your own country.
I'm not gonna lie, this video pissed.
Look. I'm gonna tell you why this is super bad, guys. This is why I say it's just not my community. It's not just black people. It's not a lot of black people in Oregon. And this is who they put as a senator in Oregon.
Virtue signaling.
Look at him. He can't speak English.
Let me say to this to the federal agencies and the ICE.
Wow.
This is Oregon. We do not need you. You're not welcome. And you need to get the hell out of our community.
They don't
Let me
know.
say,
Is he Somali?
Yes. Yes.
Black people, I'm sorry. I know, actually, I'm not sorry because the shit I do say on this channel, I do mean that. But, I am a little sorry. Just have a little sympathy now. Because y'all
ain't the only ones.
Yeah, y'all
bro.
not the only people just voting dumb and being dumb.
Bro, they push it in school and colleges at the highest level, bro. The highest, most prestigious colleges, Harvard and all these schools,
Besides
bro.
the violence. But besides that, how y'all vote, y'all not the only ones, bro. Because who the hell? Nah, bro, they voted this shit in, bro. They voted Gavin Newsom in.
man,
They voted, come on, bro. They like, golly, bro. This
Hey,
is insane.
like the stream, please. Thank you.
I think that
Share it.
also, it's getting like so far that like I don't see how like this is giving. There are people seeing this.
I will be right back.
And the Democrats are doing everything.
How much more
they
time
can
we got?
to not win the next election again
Okay, 3
by
minutes.
doing all this.
I'll be right
Who
back.
wants to see? If y'all are out here encouraging people to go against federal agents and burn down cities, do you think that the majority of America is going to want that to happen?
No.
They're not going to side with you. They're going to say, man, maybe y'all tweaking over there.
Not after Obama. I've seen some clips of him being kind of based. No. That's why he got voted in. So if you're not going to be based, you're cooked.
Yeah,
Point
but
blank
you gotta
period.
have a little bit. I just don't see no super far left extremists getting in.
But when this is y'all top candidate, she's in second behind Gavin Newsom. When this is a top 2 candidate, you guys are done, man.
I understand that Vice President Vance believes that shooting a young mother of 3 in the face 3 times is an acceptable America that he wants to live in, and I do not. And that is a fundamental difference between Vice President Vance and I. I do not believe that the American people should be assassinated in the street. Thank you.
I promise you, if she gets up there and she's gonna be debating, I mean, someone should actually scream, "Bitch, get off the stage!"
Oh my God.
Actually, no, I actually would want to do that. I would be the one. I would want to be the one to do it, bro.
Oh my God.
Because you think that you're gonna have the balls enough to go do what Trump just did
It's just like, nah, bro. These people
in Venezuela?
This is who you want as your president. They don't. They
Come
don't.
on, bro.
That's not what you want.
Come on, bro.
You can't, and look at California. Gavin Newsom, I'm telling you, there's no chance. J.D. Vance has already won the election, bro. How much money that Congress is sending and how much they were allowing illegals in, our country just would have been the shits if we let the Democrats take over.
I just think the bottom line is a lot of more American citizens would be a lot safer and better off if they weren't interfering with ICE agents. Like if these elected officials weren't like egging this on, people wouldn't be doing it. If they weren't encouraging this behavior, people wouldn't be doing it. Like it started at the beginning of last year with all the protests and whatnot. It's protesting here. It's like, bro, y'all have to just leave them alone. They have guns.
It's all for a vote, Joe.
Like,
at the end of the day, it's all for a vote. And that's why the whole government system is corrupt. So maybe we just got to start it over from the inside out, bro.
That's all again.
Nah, bro, because I don't think we have to do that because I think that the majority of Americans are smart enough to know when the election comes, they're not gonna forget this right here. Just like how they didn't let us forget, or they didn't let anyone else forget January 6th,
bro.
They ain't gonna forget this.
I literally walked past the TV the other day after the shooting. I think it was like a couple hours after, and they were talking about January 6th.
I seen that too.
On CNN.
I seen that too.
As they're burning stuff down currently.
Exactly.
Over every single day since he's been elected, it's been protests. Every single day. MAGA Republicans weren't doing that.
They weren't, bro.
They
had one little day, and you couldn't even say that day on YouTube, or they would cancel you. But y'all not canceling these people.
This is what we should have knew. They were literally targeting random people for being in a Tesla. These people have a problem. It is a vehicle.
They took it far, bro.
They don't even, and they were on Elon's side. So imagine you just bought that Tesla 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So
Trying
now,
to save the environment.
So now you're a Nazi.
And now you're not.
Because you're riding in a certain car, bro.
Yeah. And they talking about don't judge, be judgmental, but they judging your whole car.
Oh my God. Let us know what y'all think, guys.
Don't worry, I have a lot planned. Once we get Tommy, we'll switch over to Rumble. Don't worry. This is good stuff.
Mobs are storming their local ICE headquarters
Here when they hear the mayor of their city saying I should get out, and they don't hear much from the governor except please behave. We saw what happened in 2020. The question is it going to happen again?
I mean, look at that guy getting in front of a moving car. If we didn't learn a terrible lesson about this yesterday.
Look at this. People are getting arrested.
You got to just question the judgment of these individuals.
Yes, you
and
do.
Also just
unless, of course, it's your full-time job.
Do you have a job? Do you have a job?
Shame. I'm getting paid right now. What? Shame. What? Oh! They admit it. That explains why these mobs are out here running full speed away from federal agents they've just altercated with. These are classic Antifa tactics right here. Someone gets arrested by federal agents, it gets filmed, it makes its way on the internet, but what you don't see are the crimes this person committed that allowed them to get taken down in the first place. They're not just out there arresting everybody, they've singled this person out for a reason. They've got him surrounded for a reason. He's going into federal custody for a reason, and the reason he did all of this is because he's being paid, and you're supposed to think some average-looking guy who's outraged by the Trump administration in a red-orange jacket is now getting arrested, and that this could be any of us next.
Will not touch immigration. We arrested 2 illegal aliens from Somalia today on the streets of Minneapolis, both with significant and others had very long rap sheets. Where are the police arresting them? Or if the police do arrest them, why aren't they turning them over to ICE and Border Patrol? When you ask them that, they don't seem to have an answer, Laura.
Your message to those tonight. Because they want everyone to think that the only people getting arrested are average Americans, when it turns out you've got to be a fugitive in the country illegally, and you've got to have a rap sheet to even be on ICE's radar.
What do you think about ICE's presence in your city?
Yeah, what does Ilhan Omar think?
Yeah, I mean, ICE has been carrying out state-sanctioned violence in our communities. We have seen them terrorize so many of citizens in the 5th District
You gotta be kidding me.
and across Minnesota. And that has tragically led to this that we all watched
those
on
officers
TV.
defended themselves.
And so it is not helpful for us to have ICE agents unlawfully just
Oh my
carrying out
goodness.
these ridiculous
She's so
raids.
happy the mobs are out there.
And I join our mayor and our senator in asking them to get the heck out of our city.
She's basically calling for an insurrection.
President Trump went
unapologetically.
on Truth Social, and he posted about the video, and he posted a different video than the one I think a lot of us have seen. He said, it's a horrible thing to watch. The woman screaming was obviously a professional agitator, and the woman driving the car was very disorderly, obstructing and resisting.
That's exactly what happened.
Well, that's an incredibly delusional statement.
So one of the architects of all of the fraud in Minnesota says that the president is delusional and says that the president's the bad guy. Meanwhile, the governor is invoking the Civil War.
When things looked really bleak, it was Minnesota's first that held that line for the nation.
When?
On that July 3rd, 1863. And I think now we may be in that moment that the nation's looking to us to hold the line on democracy, to hold the line on decency.
He's calling for insurrection.
To hold the line on accountability, and more than that,
that's not accountability.
To rise up as neighbors.
Accountability means he's in jail.
Say, we can look out for one another. We can have differences. But we've proved to the world going on 250 years that our democracy could hold. It feels to me like we're at one of those inflection points.
So according to the governor, who could wind up in federal prison, we're at an inflection point. And we sure
Ooh, never. That's cool. Hey, I'll be right back, guys. Just a few more minutes. Stand by.
It's not a normal grocery store?
There's
what
actually
kind
a bunch of other stores inside of the grocery store. So right here you have one store. Right here you have another store, and then right here you have another store. Then up here you have another store.
Is there any fraud going on here?
Of the grocery store, there are 6 separate stores. How's life here as a Somalian?
Life is good. I do phone bills, sending money to Africa, and that's where I do. The business is good.
And how have you seen the rise of Somalian here inside of Minnesota?
As well, you know, the rise is good, and we have a place to pray, and life is good.
How long have you lived here in America for?
For 10 years now.
And when you came here, did the government bring you here, or did you come here by your own choice?
I came here by my own choice. I was one of the refugees from Uganda.
Oh.
I was brought by UN.
You were brought by the UN to come into the United States?
Yes. And life is good, you know. We try to enter into businesses. We intermingle.
Look, if this guy's not doing anything illegal, if he's out there in public running a legitimate business, no problem. But the question is, who's sending money out of the country, and where did they get that money? Don't ask Ilhan Omar.
Our spending bills making its way through Congress was a $1 million earmark from Representative Ilhan Omar of Minnesota, which was an earmark that was supposedly going to a substance abuse clinic, which actually happened to be housed in a restaurant and run by 3 individuals that share the same residential address.
That's like what we just saw.
According to their IRS paperwork. Tons of red flags.
They're still doing it.
So this is what we saw with the fraud involving the daycare centers.
They're still doing it. No one's been held accountable. We've got these elected representatives out there crying how evil and awful and unjust America and the Trump administration are, and they're still trying to pass their scams at a federal level.
Now we see other earmarks coming directly from members of Congress where it seems fraud is being perpetrated as well. So I raised the issue, and fortunately, the House has now stripped that earmark out of that spending bill. But again, this is how easy money has been flowing to bad actors in Minnesota.
Right, it's disgusting. That's why the government should have less of our money, not more.
And use the welfare state to do it.
Right.
Critics are also asking why Congresswoman Ilhan Omar's husband reportedly purged key officer official details from his $25 million venture capital firm's website.
Why would he do that?
Now, this move comes amid growing questions about the couple's wealth and possible connection to the welfare fraud. According to her latest financial disclosure in May, the couple's net worth surged 3,500% in just 1 year. It estimates now putting it anywhere from $6 million to $30 million. Their net worth went up 3,500%.
Even Nancy Pelosi's not doing that well. Come on, this is a red flag. Something fishy is happening here. At least that's what it looks like.
How do you explain that? Their net worth went up 3,500%. How do you explain that? And then talk about the scrubbing on the website. That doesn't look good. What's Walz doing about that? Is he looking into this?
Nothing.
Well, certainly not. I mean, he's certainly supportive of whatever they're doing. And this is one of the other things that we need to address is the extent to which members of Congress find themselves getting wealthy while they're in Congress.
Right.
In this case, it appears by being completely in bed with all of the fraudulent activity that's going on in Minnesota. Of course, we should investigate this. Of course, should we look into what they're scrubbing from their website.
Right.
I think we've got to explore this as far as we can, including potentially looking into denaturalizing and removing Ilhan Omar if she's violated our laws. And by the way, we should also ban stock trading among members of Congress, since we're talking about the wealth of Congress, and I have a bill to do that, and I hope we will do that next year. Mike Johnson, the Speaker, is working with us to do that.
Yeah.
We have got to stop all of this flow of dollars that is corrupting our system. Empower the American people to do what they do best.
Right, and okay, this is where the argument about a smaller federal government comes into play, because the government, whether it's Trump running it or Biden or Barack Obama or George Bush, the same government cannot be trusted.
And we've got to pause immigration. I introduced a bill to pause immigration because we've got to stop this massive abuse of our system.
Right.
Using H-1Bs, using diversity visas. President Trump is exactly right to have frozen the diversity visas, to have stopped that, to freeze the flow.
Neva, thank you so much. $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I think we all need coffee. Hell yeah, I always
immigration for
need
40
coffee.
years. We did great things in those 40
Let's be
years.
real.
We can do it again. That's why I introduced legislation to pause immigration. The president's right to do that, and I'm supporting him in that effort.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Again, the Trump administration is working to highlight its achievements this year ahead of next year's midterm elections. And commentator Scott Jennings says that one victory is bigger than the rest. What is it? Let's watch.
I think on the immigration piece, it's been his biggest success this year. It's the biggest promise fulfilled.
And by cracking down on the immigration fraud, we're discovering all kinds of other fraud, aren't we? Some of the people that have been stealing from American people haven't been in the country with permission, and they were chummed up with Governor Walz. And now rioters are just taking over the state.
To leave that city entirely. The Trump administration doubling down in its
It is an insurrection at this point.
While local leaders want him arrested.
Okay, we are almost ready to close down YouTube.
For us once again. Brooke, what's the feeling like?
Please prepare yourself, Neva. I know you've been gone a while, but we have transitioned into a complete show. So what we're doing is we're doing the first part of our show on YouTube and Rumble, which is what you're experiencing right now. We are live on both those platforms. Neva, in just a few moments from now, we are only going to be live on Rumble. There's no way YouTube. Did you know, Neva, that 90% of the things Tommy says go against the YouTube algorithm and the content policy? So to protect myself and my channel, I have the after hours now on Rumble, guys. The link to the Rumble is pinned at the top of the chat. You don't have to even go to the chat. There's no money involved in this, guys. You do not have to have an account with Rumble. It's just like YouTube. If you want to go there and follow me, it's all free. No money involved. The Rumble, the video's better, the audio's better, and it's a freedom of speech platform. We can leave the video on all night with no fear of anything. Doesn't matter. We can say the R word. We can say all kinds of anything. We can say, even I will be speaking differently once we only get on Rumble, guys. So we're going to do that in just a few minutes as soon as this video is over. So you got about 7 minutes, and then we'll be switching to Rumble. We'll put up Patrick on the full screen until Tommy gets there, and we'll start the after hours show. Anybody got an issue with that? Now is the time when you say so. I probably won't care, but you can speak your mind.
On the ground,
the feeling.
48 hours later, and what's to come of today?
Rioting, that's the feeling.
Marky, we are expecting to hear from some local officials later this morning. As you can imagine, tensions are still incredibly high here in Minneapolis.
Chatty Boom Batty, what's up? That's my name.
Governor Tim Walz said he officially authorized the National Guard to be staged and ready. Overnight, we saw more protests throughout the city
Look
of
at this.
Minneapolis. There were people with signs
They're just
telling
taking
ICE
over.
to get out. Protesters here in this city very
Who
angry
organized all
over
these
this week's
people?
deadly shooting and the immigration crackdown.
We're supposed to
in the
believe these
state
are
of
normal
Minnesota.
people. One of them said
We
she's
saw
getting
that same
paid.
frustration all day yesterday outside of a federal building. Hundreds
This
of
is
people
their job.
yelling at border agents to pack up and leave.
That's
We
their
did
job,
see some
to
clashes,
yell.
arrests, pepper spray, some tear gas, and protesters tell me they're not
Yep.
leaving until ICE does.
Yep, because they're being
Tell me
paid.
your message to federal officials right now.
Our message is to get out of Minneapolis. We will continue to put the pressure on peacefully.
I don't see that
and
happening.
With determination and commitment, because this is not the way
Listen
we
to the
wanna live,
screaming in the
and
background.
this is not the country we live in.
Right, but where's the peace? There's no peace going on here. These people are just attacking this jailhouse in order to get arrested.
Well, you know what that means, don't you? You know what that means? We're going to Rumble. We're going to Rumble. We're shutting down the YouTube. Please, please join us. Please join us on Rumble. You will not be upset about it. We have a good time over on Rumble. We would love for you to join us. If you're new to everybody here, seriously, please come join us on Rumble. It will be a fucking fantastic, great time. You will love all of it. It's going to be wonderful. So, are you guys ready? Huh? Are you ready for some fun? Because this is the part of the show that I am most excited about. Here we go. In 5. The link is pinned for the Rumble. It's just climatics with no TV. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See you later, YouTube.